like you reported.
Testing.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, everything has been good for you in the past week. We are continuing with Fortress of Hope here. Or Puffin is running. We had good fun last week. We are in the city of Gobopolis, as you should be. But nevertheless, we're going to be getting into it right away. And we will be sans a GOP today. He does have a family event, but that's fine. This is more of a holdover anyway. So, hi, lady. How you doing?
Hi, sorry I was late getting here.
That's all right. Everyone always talks over everything I do. So, it
It's
is.
normal, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No one has any respect for the effort. But nevertheless, did you have yourselves a good weekend?
Oh yeah,
He
oh
says
yeah.
decent.
That's good to hear.
Started having
Alright.
Holy Week here in the States, so yeah, busy.
Holy Week. What is that?
It's
Easter.
the week before Easter.
You have a Holy Week before the Easter, huh?
We go, well, it basically at noon we'll meet at one church and have a little sermon, some great music, and then go eat, and then that's it. They'll do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday they have it early morning, like at 7 a.m. And then on Saturday, Sunday, it's Easter.
I I don't know about all that, but sounds like fun.
That's, that's what we do here anyway.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Uh,
So let's see here.
Usually it's
So,
just one day. So
Yeah.
usually, or well, some people do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Good Friday, and then
why? We're
Easter.
not
But
Jews.
Why not do? Yeah.
so what is happening now? You are all in the city of Gobopolis. You have made arrangements to stay in the hotel. The architect is doing his mechanical nerd things, modifying his suit, making sure the new weapons that he's installed are working, and he's very busy. Um, but that leaves open as the dawn crests over. You can faintly see little trickles of light through cracks in the ceiling. You're not sure if it's artificial or not, but you have a feeling that it is, in fact, daytime. And you can either, convene or perhaps share information of what direction you might want to take to go further into the mausoleum, because the pathways are always shifting in some way, shape, or form. They have wards down specific hallways to keep them from changing so that you can find your way back if you reach them.
Okay.
There are plenty of things to do within the city. There are different guilds that have brought their presence to the mausoleum in hopes of finding ancient necromancer artifacts and tomes and basically forbidden knowledges, because most of the information that the necromancer gained whenever he was trying to conquer the continent were, subject to a book burning. But the problem was, is he went through a lot of ancient libraries of very important information and knowledge about the gods and stuff, and a lot of that was burned. But some of those lost records could be present here within the depths of the mausoleum, and so there's a number of different explorers, mercenary guilds, mages guild, all kinds of things.
So we could go in there and possibly find a hidden suppository of some books then.
Repository, but yes, you could also find suppositories as well.
Yeah.
Okay, the wrong
Repository.
word.
Yes.
Sorry.
Very, very wrong word, lady. Before any of that, I
Suppository.
want to go buy a
Suppository.
Warhammer. So
Okay, you're gonna go buy a Warhammer? Alright,
Mhm.
so you travel out to one of the local shops. There are about three or four shops that can sell you a Warhammer. Um, I would, I would make a roll for me. Let me see here. What am I gonna make you roll? Because you have a lot of different things that could actually
Oh,
be
I don't even
helpful
have that
here.
up yet.
Let's have you. Do you want to make a charisma or an intelligence roll? Because,
Intelligence, obviously.
all right, make an intelligence roll for me to see which one of these people are selling the actual best good and what's not going to fall apart after a couple swings.
Okay. I have no clue whatsoever.
No idea, but
None.
that dude on the like down the line, he looks like he's got a lot of energy. Maybe start there.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
this
yeah. So I
mhm.
want a Warhammer.
Okay, well, the gnome, hops up on his little barrel and he's like, "Oh, a warhammer for you, sir." Yes, um, Grundle, get that for the man. And you see this large orc-like gentleman. He scratches himself and goes and grabs a warhammer off the wall and brings it to you. Hammer.
Very good. Now I'm assuming this is the kind of standard Warhammer, so it's a one-handed item, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Becta Corbin.
Okay. Yeah, how much?
He kind of sizes you up a little bit. 30 gold.
Sounds a lot. That's kind of expensive.
It's like hard to get iron down here.
Really? Well, I'm
Orc
going
just
to use
tries.
my charisma, and I'm going to ask you again.
Okay, go for it. That's what I was hoping for.
19.
Excellent, 19. So let's see what he rolls. 9. So he's like, 20 gold.
Sounds like a deal. I pay him his 20 gold.
He takes it and starts counting it as you walk away, and you have a pretty good warhammer. It is well weighted, swings good. No maladies or deformities in the metal. But
Good?
there are initials carved in the bottom of it, and you're pretty sure this was looted off of somebody's corpse.
Probably, yeah, I'd imagine, yeah.
Time to scratch it out.
I could be lucky to. Are the initials A, B?
Let me see. Let me roll. They are ZX.
Oh, damn it.
Probably some ogre's Warhammer.
Or some Persian. But
Yeah,
very
Eh,
well. I just wanted that because now I have slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning.
that's always good.
Yeah,
Diversify.
always.
yeah.
So now that you have your new weapon, kind of looking it over and doing pretty good, let's see here. I'm gonna give you an opportunity for some good stuff to happen. Um, make an intelligence roll for me,
Oh,
please.
God, that's got to be dangerous. All right. I'm actually M smart character, maybe.
Mhm.
No,
S-
not smart.
7.
Yeah.
Not smart. All right, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary or anything strange.
Sweet.
You head back. You head back to the hotel. No problems. Lady, do you want to do anything during this
I
before
got
your
everything
outing?
I need, right? I mean, I
Yep, you
got
have everything.
bow, food, pack, bedroll.
Yeah, yeah, we got
Work.
all that stuff.
Okay.
I go back
hmm
and I talk to Vienna because she promised me a solve. She was a bit rough.
Oh,
She does bring you a salve.
Yeah,
Um,
for chafing.
yes. Let me see here. Let me roll for its quality. It's actually pretty good salve. You have 3 uses of it.
Oh, nice.
It heals irritation and it can get rid of bug bites.
Oh, nice. That's always handy.
oh.
Now, Dragon, is there anything you want to do in this before you head out?
Okay, is there a place I can learn skills here? Or would that take
There's
too long?
Well, I mean, it would take some time, but you can, put a down payment. Someone can teach you the rank zero when you get back from your little adventure. You put it on retainer.
Okay.
Remember, your total skills are your four base. You can have up to five extra skills. So just remember. So, um, excuse me. What skill would you like to try to learn? What teacher do you want to find?
Wait. What if I want to try to get the eye to teach me some skills?
You want the eye to teach you something. All right, make a charisma roll.
I thought it was a skull.
Don't ask questions.
No,
Okay.
I compared the two what happened to Pegasus and Yu-Gi-Oh because of what happened.
Yeah, compared to where he had the gem shoved in his. It was a gem in a skull, and he took
Oh yeah,
the
that's right.
the
It's in
skeleton.
his
Yeah,
skull now. Okay.
yep. So make a charisma roll for me, dragon.
Uh, that was a terrible roll.
I can't even see it.
You said you
I
can
don't
have a maximum of 5 skills beyond the initial base skills.
four.
Yep, five extras.
Oh,
Okay.
use it on dice ring.
Oh, do I have to count dancing as one of mine?
No, because
Okay.
dancing is um, anybody can dance. That's
Okay.
kind of part of base skills. Like
Yeah.
technically, dancing could fall
Okay,
under
we're talking
rank.
about base skills, not class skills then.
Yeah, because your
Okay.
tracking
That's
is
funny. He teaches me everything.
no.
Dang. There it
So
is.
with a natural 20, the eye will actually dignify what you're asking him with a response. He is going to say, "What is it that you wish to learn? If I'm going to stay here, I will teach you one thing.
Oh, I thought so. I can't become your apprentice then.
Look, you are regal. You have, let me see, he scans your body. You feel very strange. You have abs, you have regalness, and you would probably be a good host if I dominated you. But unfortunately for me, you have a rather, pristine amount of self worth, which means that it is impossible at this time to take over your body unless you unfortunately expire. So, since we are now roommates, as it were, I feel that it is my obligation, since I am not completely evil, to teach you something in exchange for my residence here. Because I can't really go anywhere unless you want to be blind in one eye and
That
maybe
had to
Hmm.
be
bleed out.
painful. Yeah.
How about elder studies?
You don't want
Hmm.
that anyway.
Elder studies, you say? Well, the fact that you know of the ancients is concerning, Lion. Certain things remain buried for a reason. But. If you want to learn about the giants, I can teach you. But are you sure that's what you want?
It's not. You don't want it.
Uh, unless you could teach me magic.
Dead air.
Can we lose talk then?
I can teach you magic. What type of magic do you want to learn? If you could see like the ethereal wizard that is this eye, you would see it face palming. It's like, yes, I can teach you magic. I can teach you nearly anything. I had access to the necromancer's library before the master was turned to dust.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you
Hmm.
want?
Is there a
Yeah.
sort of second life out people?
a spell to drain the life out of people, why don't you just become a vampire?
Oh, that,
Save yourself the trouble.
I don't want to be the undead.
Well, sucks to suck. Now, I can teach you, yes, I can teach you magic to drain the essence out of someone. Is that what you want? Or do you want some time to think about it? I am here and conscious all the time. You can't sleep as an artifact. They never tell you that. You're awake all the time. So, if you have anything you want to learn, look, I won't even charge you for it. So, you'll get this for free. Whenever you decide on something that sounds ebulliently amazing, let me know. Until then, I'm going to work on my ventriloquism so perhaps I can communicate with these other schmucks that you choose to travel with.
Yeah. I just tell them what you want to know as shameful knowledge.
I'm not a schmuck. I'm incorrigible. There's a difference.
You don't know what. Hey, see if you're spunky and you don't even know it because you can't hear this.
I don't know. I definitely can.
Because yes, Celtic stripper sense a disturbance in the force.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He called. He wants to let you know thinks you're a smuck.
Yeah. We're not here with you anyway. I'm looking over my hammer and I'm trying to scrape off the initials on the bottom whilst talking to Vienna at the bar, having a beer.
Having a beer.
Mhm.
All right, so the first one's free. So make a might roll for me to scratch out these initials.
You might
Okay,
have to have your girlfriend to do it. Who knows? Your girlfriend.
maybe.
Oh,
No
no,
You
you
got
problem.
got it.
No
no
problem.
problem.
I,
No
I, I
problem.
even make it look artistic like.
Oh yeah, and you can actually
Ooh.
fade it in such a way that it only takes a little bit of dinging to make it your initials.
Oh, there we go. See?
And just it looks nice, and she compliments you, feels good. But then, as you're kind of sitting there, lady, are you with
Do I have to
no
dance
man
tonight?
tonight? But it's the morning, and you
Oh, it
can
is morning now, so it's almost
yeah
time to go.
Yeah, we're
yeah
going
it's
to
almost
go.
time.
Yeah,
I do ask Vienna which direction she thinks would be most profitable for us today.
that's for
She
us three.
she looks that way. It's it's the sixth one. There's 6 ways out of here, not counting the one you
Okay.
came in. I say go to to path number 6, and there are actually big numbers next to each one of the
Of
tunnels
course,
that
it's
lead up.
Gobopolis. Very
Mhm.
good. We're going 6 today. So I gather the
Okay.
crew.
Okay,
The little dude is now GOP's character, is he like a gnome?
he's human. I
Okay,
think he's human.
but he's just a little dude.
Yeah, he's
He's
short.
working on his armor, so I collect Salacious, and
Hmm.
I have no clue. Maximus, and
Maximus.
we head out and we go down 6. So what do we got here? We got let's see, lady's character is a ranger, so
Ranger.
we got backup, and then Maximus is, what is Maximus?
He's a cleric
He's a cleric. Okay, so that's
of the
handy.
goddess of war.
Very nice. We head down 6, and is there a brochure?
There is a brochure, but they're on sale from multiple different goblins. There's a lady goblin, two dudes standing next to her that look like um, the toadstool equivalent of muscle. They're like the
Mm-hmm.
buffest little hamsters you ever seen. And then you have a hobgoblin maiden selling brochures, and she's much more popular because she's the size of a human, just green with the ears.
Hmm.
Um, and then there's token shady elf that's definitely not the Resident Evil 4 merchant. It's like, hey stranger, what are you buying?
Well, I am preferable to the females, so I go to the little goblin lady.
Hello, would you like to buy a brochure?
I
Only two
would.
silver.
How much?
2 silver pieces.
I pay her.
Hooray! And she hands you a pamphlet, but because her hands are so small, she ends up handing you 2 pamphlets.
I give one back.
Oh, why, thank you. I've never got a pamphlet before, and she's just glowing that someone would give her a pamphlet.
It's very nice.
See, I've got my own pamphlet.
So what does the pamphlet say?
So the pamphlet says, "Welcome to Gabopolis. I hear that you're leaving down path number 6. It was nice knowing you today. If you will please open up path number 6 and look at the different attractions that you can find. Make sure to stay on the glowing path. There are exactly..." And you notice that the brochure is somewhat magical. It kind of, there's a number in the top right, and it shifts a little bit as you open it, and you see you hear a ding up in like a bell tower, and the light from the crystal on top of the bell tower shines on the pamphlet and changes the number to 5. It's like, there are 5 points of interest down path 6 today as the stones have rotated.
Okay.
Make sure
They know already.
the first one that will be of great interest are the slime pits. There's plenty of loot down in the slime pits and plenty of corpses to boot. Make sure to bring a fishing pole. The second point of interest that you might find interesting is an old dusty library full of toilet paper. The third place of interest that you might find is the lair of the big lizard. The fourth is the old crone's hut. Well, crones to us. And then the fifth point of interest is the great puzzle room. Make sure to keep all hands and feet inside the pathway while traveling to not risk it looks like the person couldn't spell dismembering.
Oh, I see.
From shifting stones.
I get the idea, though. I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I call those out and ask where the party would like to go today.
What sounds interesting to everyone?
Slime pits.
No, I don't want anything to do with slime pits. Why would you want to go there?
I'm not
A lot of
saying
oil in a match can do wonders. But okay.
Oh,
Not the big lizard. No.
it'll do wonders, all right.
The witch's hut, maybe.
Maybe.
It's real?
Maximus.
It's real?
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you
Where
paying
do you wanna go?
attention?
I would go to the zoo. Just kidding.
All right, so you're not paying
Okay.
attention at all. Okay,
Not paying
great. Alrighty.
So we get to choose.
Yeah, let's
Yep,
go
you
to.
do
I
get
say
to
we go to the witch's hut. Let's go there.
Okay.
Might be able to buy
So-
Witch's hut.
something.
Yeah, so as you're traveling through, the stones seem the ceiling is much higher than the pathway you took to get in here. It has rolling fog above it, as you can see that the moisture seeps in from the river above you and creates basically artificial clouds through the little aura of magic.
Uh-huh.
As a wizard, you would know that there's probably a mana font that runs directly through the mausoleum, which causes random magic things to happen. Just like events like this, kind of like, the floating elevator and things like that. The stonework beneath you seems to have been redone in some capacity. Since the stones don't shift, they don't replenish themselves, so you can see the obvious tinge of dwarven architecture
Mhm.
as they've smoothed out the stones and applied lacquer so that the constant travel doesn't wear them down. And then you come up to multiple different rooms where there's large stone doors, and they have numbers crudely drawn with little wooden signs written in Goblin that
Uh-huh.
says room number 1 and what it is, room number 2 and what it is. But you can deduce from your high intelligence that these are just the starting paths into these places. It's not like you open the door and there it is.
Sure.
And how many are there?
There are 5 total doors. Some doors are further down the path, but the first one you come to, of course, is the slime pits, as it mentioned on the brochure. Then after that, you go down a little bit ways and you would find the library. And then beyond that would be the witch's hut, which is where you wanted to travel, anyways.
Right.
Um,
I thought the lizard was third.
It
they're
doesn't
across from
matter.
each
It
other.
really
It
doesn't
doesn't matter.
matter at all.
We're at the
Yeah.
witch's hut. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
checking the. I am checking the witch's hut for like if there's a trap in. It's
Checking for traps
trap.
at the door? Good. Roll
Yeah.
survival.
Okay. So I just a 6-sider or what?
No, you roll.
What am I rolling?
1d20.
Okay, hang on. Delete
1d20.
that.
And what's your rank in survival?
One like everyone else or 0? I don't know.
It's rank 1. So
Well, everyone has
1d20
rank 1
plus
in
Hang on.
so go ahead. Yeah.
Do we have any pluses anywhere? Survival? No, we don't. Okay. A 14.
So there we go. So 14 plus 1, 15. So you notice as you open the large stone door, it kind of shifts on its hinges and it reveals a long path that soon gives way to grass and, an earthy hill. There's an artificial sky, a forest, and way off in the distance you see a hut. But there are traps that you can see if you go off of the path near the doorway. There are bear traps.
The brochure said stay on the path.
Stay on the glowing path. Glowing. Is there a glowing path?
There is. It's a little bit overgrown, but if you dig your feet into the dirt and scoot it to the side, you can see the glowing stones beneath the moss
None of
that's
the yellow
begun to
big
grow over
road.
them.
Okay, yeah. I'll not clear it, but each footstep I take, and take a long one and scrape off where my foot would land
All right.
before we can see the path.
Okie dokie. That sounds good. Since you're in front, lady, as the ranger, I need you to make another survival roll for me. As you're traveling on, you get about, 300 or 400 feet. The door, of course, closes behind you as you're traveling along. That is
19.
a non-natural 20 because you have a +1 to it. You notice something off in the woods staring at you rather low with such a high survival rating. And it's a little bit confusing that it would be here, but witches do weird things. There is a bear watching you.
Mm. Well, there are bear traps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they will.
It is barely visible, but it is watching you through the trees. It's not taking any kind of position like it's going to charge. It's just kind of watching you in its domain.
Do you tell us?
Yeah, I informed my crew that we got someone viewing us, not doing anything, but it's viewing us still.
Well, I see that it's you say it's a bear, and I see it's a bear, and I go, ooh, I've never seen a bear. And I wave, hi, bear.
Let me see. Let me make a charisma roll for me.
Oh, sure.
This is so unbelievable.
He doesn't like the
So-
way I wave.
Well, hold on a second. Now, bears are actually known, especially brown bears, are known to actually mimic people. So when you wave at the bear kind of sits on its haunches and does its paw and waves at you.
Oh, I turned to the other two. He waved back. Did you see it? I saw it. He waved back. He's going to become a forever friend. I know it.
And the
Oh
bear
yeah,
just
you
sits
need to
and
go
looks at
talk
you.
to him.
Oh no, we gotta
Just
go to the witch's hut.
Oh, okay. Clearing off the path as I go.
Clearing off the path as you go. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Somebody keep an eye on our furry friend.
Oh, he's keeping an eye on you. Don't you worry.
Oh, I completely forgot about him already.
Okay, so as you're traveling along, this will be for, oh goodness, unfortunate. So let me see here. Dragon, can you make me oh gosh, what am I going to have you roll for impending doom? Let me see here.
Impending doom. Oh no.
Make a reflex roll, please.
Pending doom, but I'm the. That makes no sense. I mean, Celtic's the nice, delicious-looking human.
I am an elf. Thank you very much.
Yeah, me too.
What's the
Ugly,
difference?
You
You're the
ugly,
odd
9.
man
smelling
out,
dwarf.
cat boy.
Okay, so it
Mhm.
is a tie. So as you are standing there, something lands on your shoulder, and you hear a
Eat your
tink.
face. Eat your face.
You hear a tink tink, and it is pulling on your artificial eye.
Ah! Somebody's after the eye.
A magpie has taken interest in your artificial eye and is trying to fly away with it.
A what has?
Magpie.
Oh, magpie. Oh, you know how they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's going to try to get it, and you're like, oh gosh, it's on your face. What are you doing?
Nice swallow. I'll try attacking him.
Okay, make your might roll to swat this thing. 1d20 plus 3. Okay, well that will swat the snot out of this magpie. You just go wham and backhand,
Wham!
and it disappears over the trees.
So it's true what they say about cats and birds.
Indeed.
Hey, I
But
wanted to
also,
eat that thing.
well, one thing you remember is magpies usually have shiny things in their nests, and if it was going for an artifact like this, there might be shiny things in its nest.
Oh, he's trying to distract us. He wants us to get off the path.
I know he does, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're going to the witch's hut.
Are
Do
we
you want to
marching
get?
forward?
Do you want? Well, I mean, dragon, do you want shiny things?
What
It's
happens if we
only
leave the path? Bad things?
They
Bad
didn't
things,
tell
yeah.
you. They just said keep your hands and keep your limbs inside the glowing path at all times. But it was written by goblins, so what do they know?
They're the ones we bought the brochure from, so they know.
The goblins
Yeah,
are
but
Maybe
masters of
Keldig wants to
precaution.
go off the
Thank you
path.
very much.
they are
I think
masters.
Keldig is
But
the one that wants to go off the path.
yeah, but remember, Maximus is a lion folk. Basically, he is regal. Goblins are beneath him as well as elves.
Oh, and he's traveling with us? That's a bad idea.
Well, I mean, there's
Maybe
other
somebody
motives.
else who's not here is his friend then. He's just stuck with
That
us for
and
now.
yeah, he is, and also he's not good at getting food for himself. So, and it's easier whenever you two bring people, and he gets to go eat free lunches. So you continue on down the path, and you look back, wondering what could have been in that magpie's nest, because you see it up in the tree, and there are definitely shiny things in there.
What?
Oh,
We
too
can see it
bad.
from here.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's in
no,
the
no. Stay
tree,
on the
just about
path.
20 feet off, a
Stay on the
little
path.
bit up. And so finally, you arrive at a junction,
Yeah.
and
A
you can
tuxedo
go.
junction?
No,
No, no,
the
you
Gully
wish it.
Path Junction.
It is a path through the woods junction, and there are two ways that you can go. The trees have completely covered up what you remember seeing of the witch's hut and where it could be, etc. But you have two choices to make. To the left, there is a long patch. It's about it's a few feet, but then there's another glowing path on the other side. But and there's a sign that points towards a theater of some kind.
Uh-huh. We go right because we're going to the witch's hut.
Okay, so as you go to the right, you're traveling down the way, and everybody make me an intelligence roll.
Ooh, I can do those.
I was going to do a tracking thing to see if there's anything on the ground, but oh
Oh
well.
yeah, you should do tracking. You can definitely do a tracking roll.
17. Booyah.
It
Yeah.
says 16, but the thing on the side said 7.
So Lady Ethereal's good. The rest of us suck. So,
So as a result, Ethereal um, kind of directs you down the way and prevents you from going off of the path
I don't know how we'd
because
go off the path. We're following the path.
true, but the path is covered up in certain places. Remember?
Well, she's
And
clearing.
remember, I'm clearing where my stepping my feet. If there's no glowing path where I cleared it, then I choose another spot.
Indeed. And so, as you're continuing to clear, you eventually get to a place where there's no glowing path at all around you, and before you sits the witch's hut. There's a
Nice.
large white picket fence and a two-story hut, if you can call it that. It's more like a log cabin.
Is there a bell?
There is a bell. There's two different bells, and there's a sign that is written in immaculate Elvish that says, "If you are here for business, ring this bell. If you are here for pleasure, ring this bell."
I ring them both
All right.
at the
So
same time.
goblins think that anyone that's old is, you know, a crone. But a beautiful elven woman greets you at the door because she's over 100 years old, but elves
That's
to
still
goblins.
young.
Well, not to a goblin. That's like 3 lifetimes. She's ancient to a goblin.
Oh, okay.
So she comes to the door, and it's like, ah, customers. Welcome, welcome.
I
He's cutting
smile.
in and out on me. I
I
don't
I
hear him.
uh, I do a bow, and I say, "I am Alabranth Brightleaf. It is nice to meet you, my lady."
I am Galena Mistleaf. It is wonderful to meet fresh faces in this cramped and dark place. Won't you come in?
Oh,
I have
absolutely.
many services to offer at this wonderful tea shop. Right this way.
I happily go
And
in.
you come inside, and it is much larger on the inside than it was on the outside.
Of course.
And it has multiple different, it has like a cafe, it has multiple different places. You realize that she runs a masseuse business here.
Oh,
A tea shop, a masseuse business, and general medical aid and alchemy supplies.
very nice.
And she tells you you may come in and sample multiple different things that we have available, but since I am of a witch's nature, I cannot tell you exactly what they do. You have to figure it out on your own. But if you wish to have some tea, a massage, potions, or potentially remove or apply a dainty little curse, let me know. The reason I rolled the d6, she has a +4 charisma.
I see. Well,
Ooh.
the first thing that's interesting to me is massage.
Ah, yeah. Now there are multiple different. You first, whenever you have the massage, you get to pick your masseuse, and then you get to pick how long you would like your massage and what muscle groups you would like focused, of course, but that's between you and your masseuse, ladies or gentlemen, she asks.
Oh, ladies.
Excellent. And so then, a line of four different women. One is human, one is an elf, one is an orc, and one is a dwarf. And you're a little bit afraid of the dwarf because she got some big old meaty claws.
Oh no, I like orcs. I'm privy to the big muscle green ladies.
Yep, she cracks her knuckles and she's like, right this way, pretty boy.
Who nice.
Woo!
I
And
actually prance after her.
well, good. This will only cost you 10 gold.
Oh, nice. It's very expensive,
You,
but okay.
it is very expensive, but you got the buffs it gives you will be good. So, where would you like your massage? Do you want it to focus on charisma, reflex, might, or intelligence? Like a head
Might.
massage, muscle massage, muscle massage? All right, excellent. So while that's happening, lady, what would you like?
Yes.
I'm cooing.
There's
Hi.
oh,
Well,
excellent.
how much
There's
is the massage, if I may
only 10
ask?
gold.
10 gold. Hmm.
Mhm.
Sure. I'll take a massage.
Ladies or gentlemen?
Gentlemen, sure.
All right. There is a human, an elf, an orc, and a dwarf. You get to select
I'll
your
take the
gentleman.
dwarf.
The dwarf
I'll take
tips
the
his
dwarf.
hat, and he smells the best of the other three guys. He
Oh,
actually,
thank
um,
goodness.
he uses cologne in his beard, and it smells very nice.
Oh, that's probably soft too.
It is. He's one of those derriere dwarfs. So he leads you to your, you know, to your place where you'll get your massage, and he asks, what muscle groups would you like focused on?
I don't know what muscle groups are there. Legs, arms.
It's
But you want
basically
a choice between one of the things.
one
Yeah,
of the four
strength.
stats.
Yeah,
Strength, might.
strength.
All
Yeah.
right. So, Dragon,
Yeah.
do you want some tea, some potions, a massage, anything like that?
Massage.
All right. Men or women?
Woman.
All right. So they have a human, an elf, and a dwarf.
Yeah,
No
which one
work.
doesn't look delicious to me?
Oh,
Looks
Well, I
delicious
mean,
to you.
as a lion person, anybody is technically edible, but the one that looks least likely for you to defeat in battle is the dwarf.
Okay, the dwarf then.
All right. She's like, yes, I got one. He's a bit tall. It's a bit of a climb, but I'll get it done. So she asks, might, well, basically muscle groups. Do you want might, reflex, charisma, or intelligence?
Go with intelligence.
All right, wonderful. So everybody that's doing might, make a might roll, and anyone who's doing intelligence, make an intelligence roll for me, please.
okay.
Ugh.
No adding.
Oh, you get to add your modifier.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm
Okay,
horrible.
so
Me too.
it's okay. It just takes longer than normal. But since this is your first ever focused muscle massage, um, whatever stat you chose, you get a permanent +1 to that stat.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Magic
this is,
lady.
yep, it's the magic massage. This only happens once. If you go back for other massages, it'll
You don't
give
get
you
it.
like, you don't get a permanent +1, but you can get like buffs or you can get like well rested and things like that. But the first one unlocks potential in you.
Cool.
So after your massages, you all feel bit better and stronger and somehow smarter. Maybe the gym and got lodged deeper into Dragon's skull, made him smarter. Anyways, so
Oh,
having had your massage,
I give her a kiss on the cheek and I say, beautiful lady, and I give her 2 gold piece tip.
she she tells you if you come back later in the week, Thursday is happy ending day.
Oh, well, I like Happy Endings Day. I take out my little journal and I write down because today's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Today is Monday. Thursday's happy ending day.
very nice. And then I go back to the witch, I guess, and I look to
Mhm.
see if they have any healing potions. That would be useful.
She says there are plenty of different healing potions they have for sale, and they also have free samples of different potential healing potions. But, being a witch, she can't tell you what they do. But you can taste them. None of them are fatal.
Oh, good. No, I just want standard healing potion. Thank you.
All right, so she can sell you a standard healing potion for 5 gold apiece. Um, she does tell you there are basically diminishing returns with healing potions as your body builds up a resistance. So,
Mm.
So only use them if you really, really, really need it. Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, most of the time the magical effect will return after a week's time. But the first time you take a healing potion, it heals you for a D12. Next time D10. Next time D8, D6, D4, and so on. And your body's able to clear it in at the end of the week. So
I buy
next,
5.
By 5? All right. So you have 5 healing potions. She tells you they do have a protective case on sale for, she'll give it to you for 5 gold so that, if you take a random strike to the body, you don't get your potions crushed.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. I buy it.
Okie dokie. She says for 5 gold, there's also a very stylish strap that, you can tie it to yourself with, or you can use string. It's really up to you. And it's, very, very nice. It's got, silver lining on it. It's made out of a nice horse leather, semi flamboyant, but very regal.
Oh, yeah, that definitely looks good. And that makes it easier to get to him too, huh?
Indeed.
Oh, that's a great idea, I say, and I happily take it.
All right. So, as she continues to try to sell him things, what are you doing, lady?
I get through with my massage. Everything's good, huh? I
Mm-hmm.
keep.
Everything's
Is there a
good,
place to
and
take a shower or a bath?
yes, they do have a bath area. The witch thinks about it for a moment and is like, you know what? That's a good idea. That is a good idea, girlfriend. Oh, come on, dice roller work. It's not working.
It will. Give it patience. There you go.
6,
19. Damn.
19.
So what happens is she looks at the back of at her back of her hut, and she like claps her hands and puts it against the like kneels down, puts her hands on the floor, and warps the wood into a miniature bathhouse area.
All right.
I knew I was missing something in here. And she snaps her fingers, and her help goes and fills it up with water from the different varying sources. And a little goblin walks in with a number of different bars of soap to sell, if or bath salts. Do not consume.
She's a good business
After,
lady.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I check them out. Oh, how much is the bath going to cost?
You get a complimentary bath with your first massage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
get some
sweet. I am
bath
so
salt.
much faster than her, and I get like past her. I'm naked before I get to the tub, and I'm in it,
I,
laughing.
All right.
say his name very scoldingly, him. She just
Yeah, I
laughs.
don't.
You're not going to share?
Oh, come on in.
I'll join them. I'll take
Okay.
off my
There's no
armor.
room, huh, for the cat. The cat's
No.
gonna. The cat's
He's got a
coming in the
shed.
water.
Damn.
Yeah.
the it
You're
is
always
a
trying to get me naked anyway.
That's my job.
yes,
This adventure.
yeah, the fair is fair. The elven species breeds very slowly. So,
Yeah.
um, there is it is a large, it's kind of like a Roman bathhouse type area. The goblin
Okay.
is selling salts and soaps, so you can swim. It only goes to about 3 feet deep at any particular point. It
Yeah.
is heated, and you can, toss silver, and they'll actually um, pour heated stones in there that'll like go through the little grates in the bottom, and it'll heat up the water in your area.
Nice.
I don't need that. Nothing.
So,
Okay, witch. Yeah, cauldron.
you
She's
know,
cooking
so
the kitties.
so all of you get in there. If you had any damage that you had taken, it does slowly heal as you stay in the bath, um, due to the mending properties of the waters. Do you want to purchase any salts or soaps to potentially buff yourselves, or
I bought some
apply?
salts.
Bought some salts. All right, that's 3 gold. There's yellow salt, pink salt, green salt, and red salt.
Stay away from the yellow salt.
Why?
There's.
That was a joke.
Say
That's
again.
real.
Pink
Say
salt,
again.
pink
Pink.
salt, yellow, green,
Yeah.
red.
Green.
All right, so you buy some green salts, and the goblin looks very happy and hands them to you, and smiles.
Thank you.
And the thing is, he tells you don't pour it all in there. This is a special container. You dip it, and it can be used multiple times, like a tea bag.
Oh. Oh, you dip it? It's like a tea. Okay.
So you dip it, and it starts having its reaction. Once you see about like a handful of bubbles, pull it out, and it'll just permeate through the water around you.
Ah, okay.
And so you take it. Are you going to use it?
Uh, as the goblin, do I use it in a tub by myself or with everyone in here?
That's up to you if you want to. The effects are stronger if it's just you. And we do have personal tubs as he kind of looks over and goes like, and people like pull out this tub and set it in there and fill it up with water. Yes, we have personal tubs.
Very nice.
I'll yeah, since Furry's in here, it's too icky, so I'll go over
It
there to
is
the personal
icky.
tub.
I can attest.
So all of you take the boys go into the large bath and probably um, the Casanova begins talking about his escapades, and Dragon is disinterested, trying to listen to the gem in his head teach him about the deeper things in life, which is completely uninterested because there's a lot of magic all around, and he's like,
Oh,
I don't remember this chick being here.
I'm not talking about escapades. I'm talking about saltwater taffy.
Saltwater taffy. They do have
Oh,
saltwater taffy for sale if you want some.
Of course they do.
I
Hmm.
just want your money, honey.
I know they've taken most of it. But anyway, so we piddle around here for a little bit, and
Hmm.
then seeing as there is no combat here, we leave and go to the library, I guess.
All right. So as you leave, lady, did you use the salts?
Yeah,
All right. So when you get out of your bath, you do feel that something has changed, and I will get to what has changed in a little bit. But you do feel more invigorated.
something changed. Okay.
So you head down towards the library. As you're going, you see something rather large on the path, blocking it as you're going back.
Okay.
Um, it looks like like a giant bush or a tree.
Uh-huh. Is it a shrubbery?
It is
Are there
perhaps a
knights
shrubbery.
that are possibly from Neat?
Well, there is a helmet it's wearing that has the initials NI.
Oh.
As the dark treant turns around and combat begins.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We know how they are about their shrubbery.
Indeed. Think of this thing as, it's kind of a humanoid made out of wood with a metal helmet, and its hair is all thorn vines.
Oh, great. I say, but why? Have at thee. I do that.
All right. So, with combat beginning, everybody make a reflex roll, please.
Make a what?
Reflex roll.
There
Wow,
are
I
no
didn't suck.
but
You did
there's
good.
no pluses, right? For 16?
Well, 16, you get plus 3.
Okay.
You are super fast.
Oof. Well,
I
I
got
tripped
12.
on some leaves apparently.
You
Yeah,
did.
you tripped on some
You
leaves.
did.
So, um, first is going to be, of course, the Gallivanter. Then it's going to go to the tree, then Celtic, and then our lovable kitty cat.
Well, I have at him, and
All right.
I come in and I'm going to now. I do keep in mind. I reworked it, and I have shield play and sword play. So
Excellent.
I'm going to come in with my sword,
Hmm.
and I'm going to take a swing, which is at this right now,
Excellent.
which is nice. Okay. I swing in and I slash and hack at the wood guy.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that hit.
21.
21.
Nice.
Woo.
And then I shield bash him as I get back in my stance. You want me to do
Okay,
that now
so
or later?
let me look at sword play.
It
Sword
just
play
lets
is
me put my
great.
damage into the hit is all.
Yep. I just wanted to look at what. Yeah, you add your might modifier to damage.
Yeah,
Yep, there you go. So that'll hit. So let's see here. Using it one-handed.
of course. Um,
All right. So
and do I do my shield bash now or later?
you do your shield bash now. All right. So
Ooh,
both of those
doggy.
hit.
That was a
So
20.
good
one.
round, dude. All right.
So 1d6 plus your might bonus, and then 1d4 plus your might bonus.
Oh well, 1d8.
Oh, I have actually edited damage to be useful now. I took your suggestion.
My suggestion was it was good. All right. So what am I doing now?
You're doing your 1d8.
Okay,
Your 1d8.
1d8.
Mm-hmm. With your bonus.
All righty. I do 6 points of damage, and the shield bash is 1d6. You said?
1d6. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty normal for a shield, actually. I do 12 points of damage to this sucker.
I am actually not seeing
Nice.
it on the dice roller whenever he's rolling, so I'm having to take his word for it.
Well, I got 6 and 6.
Excellent. 12 points of damage. You bonk this thing really good, and it kind of looks at you like it's been offended by your insistence on surviving, and it's like,
How dare I even?
yeah, who the heck are you? Are you some guy?
Have at thee, I said.
He like pulls the apple out of his ear, and prepares to smush you.
Okay.
So let's see here. Let me roll. Let me write one thing down for my notes. 1 second. Apologies. Okay, so you have struck, and he's going to try to bash you.
Oh, that's a hit.
Ouch.
Okay, so he brings his fist down. Now he is using full effort. So what that means, full effort, is that he has foregone most of his movement. He didn't move, so he's able to bring the heat, so to speak.
Yeah.
Full strength. Ouch.
Well, when you do that, you do a minimum on your dice roll. So, is it working? Did it actually roll?
Yeah, you got
Hello?
a 7.
7 total or 7 plus 5?
Total
Yeah, you
7.
got 7. Yeah.
Okay, got 7. Excellent, cool. So, there it is. It lagged really hard. So he hits you for 7 damage, and I need you to, let's see here. That will apply since it's. Are you resistant to bludgeoning damage? Does your armor give you resistance to it?
I didn't see. I have Gambison.
Gambison, let me double check. I just need to know. See if you're resistant to bludgeoning damage. Okay. So let me see here, Gambison. It does give you resistance to bludgeoning. So his attack is a bludgeoning plus. So it'll only apply for 1 round. You have been suffered crushing. And all that does is that on your turn, you can only just move and attack. Like no spells, no fancy maneuvers. You've basically just been hit and you're kind of recovering as you're stumbling back up to the ground. But you only take 7 damage. Now it goes to Lady.
Well, and last but not least, what does my electrical do to the situation?
The electrical hit to the tree. Um, you begin seeing sparks um, like arc across it, and you think as you begin building up lightning on this tree that the you can look up and you notice that dark clouds are forming in the artificial sky. You might be about to blast this thing.
Nice. Get him, lady.
Rolling for the heart of the tree. Ha ha. 13. No, probably miss.
So the arrow hits and bounces off.
What? Does no damage. Okay.
Lion boy.
Thematically, a tree is not going to dodge with its range defense, so it bounces off.
Yeah.
All right, Lion Boy.
Shopping we will go. A shopping we will go.
Use your action to
15.
take it back. A shopping you will go. Better
It's
roll
lagging
good.
behind. Lagging behind for me. He said he
Yeah,
rolled
it's lagging.
15.
15. Let me check on that. So, you have rolled and swing, and you hit solid into its side, and it's like a cartoon as you hit it, and you just kind of wobble
Nice.
back.
Do your damage.
You, no, its defense is 16. He has not beat it.
Oh, he did it?
Damn it.
Oh.
Hold on.
Its
All
defense in both categories is 16.
Okay, so do we roll again for initiative, or we just go the same?
You just keep the same one.
Okay, cool. Well, I lay into him again. I'm
right, go
not
for it.
moving. I'm just standing here and throwing.
All right, throwing.
So here's my sword.
Ooh,
Nice.
23. All right.
So you got him.
And here's my shield bash.
All right, you
Nice.
got him.
20.
So
Very
the
good.
lightning is building up. Roll your damages.
For some reason, I'm continuing the lightning, by the way.
Okay.
So let me see here. Okay, here's my sword swipe. Very bad. So
3.
that's a total of 15 so far. And let me do this for the sword, shield bash. So yeah, I've done 19 damage so far, but probably not
Yep,
enough.
he's done. No. This is a stout old tree. But it does not like you. It doesn't care about your friends because it doesn't see them as a threat. So, you've blasted it. The lightning is building up, so I need to make a reflex roll from the tree. All right, it succeeds. A bolt of lightning strikes down near the tree and lights one of the trees in the forest on fire nearby. It's going to be getting gradually more and more difficult for the tree to avoid getting hit by lightning.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's not the tallest one, but each time you hit it, it's going to have to make a roll, and if it fails, it's going to get hit by lightning.
Fair enough. Bring it on.
So bring it on. It's bringing it. Does 12
Ooh,
hit you?
that's a miss. No, I'm at
All
15.
right, so it misses. Lady.
Hit it in the eye. I don't know. Best I can. Nope.
Ping.
Ping.
Am I like alone here?
I'm
guess so.
trying.
Well, I'm actually hitting today, which
Kitty
is
cat.
which is a change.
Yep,
Kitty
kitty
cat.
cat. Which is good
Yes,
because
well,
GOP's not here.
Your turn.
well, I was waiting for Puffin to say it's my turn.
It is your turn. Excellent,
Damn
good
it.
sir. Ooh.
I am
What
not
did he get?
having any luck hitting this tree.
Yeah, well, you're not even displaying for me, but that's all right.
So
back
now it goes back to you.
back to the top. I'm just
Back to the top.
I'm just wailing on this thing, dude. All righty.
Yep.
So I keep it up, pushing my advantage with the electric, and I bring it now. I miss that one, and I try to come across with the shield bash,
Okay.
and I hit that
Ooh,
one.
barely you got it.
Yeah.
Roll that D6.
All right. I've done 23 points of damage so far, and I did hit him. So
Yep,
electric,
you
baby.
did. All right, so
It's turn.
I gotta do my math properly. 23 points damage. I've got it right here. So as you hit it, you begin seeing the vines and everything on it begin to unfurl, grow, crack, and things like that. So the tree has enraged because it's close to, if not below, half health. So it'll now act on its turn and at the end, like the skeleton did.
Yeah, but electric damage first, please.
Yes.
No,
Oof.
he's fine. All righty, bring it on.
Bring it on.
Nope.
Miss.
Lady. Do something. Nope.
Ha!
Shooping.
Ethereal. Do something.
Ethereal, it is your turn.
Okay.
Reset your dice page, by the way, please, Ethereal.
You said it. Okay.
Yeah,
You not
just
see anything?
no. I'm
No,
not
we don't
seeing
No.
see
anything from
anything.
you. Just reset your page. Refresh, right?
Okay. Okay, it's been refreshed.
All right.
Roll that attack.
16.
Just
16. Just, you've hit it. Roll your damage. 1d8, please.
1d
Plus your
plus
might.
might on this.
Yep,
no,
1d8 plus 3.
no. You don't add might.
Well, he has the skill. He actually
Oh,
put
does he?
levels in his
Okay.
in his axe skill. He got it to level 2.
Oh, nice.
So he is actually able to. Woohoo!
And that's a 10.
I'm still not seeing it, but okay. 10.
No, he's not
Why are you
displaying
not
at all
seeing
for
it?
some reason. Yeah.
That's weird. But so so you hit, and now the tree is aware of you as he's been hit for 10, and he kind of turns and looks at you, and since it's the end, the tree gets his second action. He's going to try to smash Dragon into the dirt.
Nice.
And he
Miss,
Does
misses.
a
probably.
13 hit you?
Wait, what?
A
13?
13.
It looks that way because melee is 10 plus dex.
Melee is 10 plus armor.
No, 10 plus armor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What are
well,
you
my
wearing?
armor is a 3 anyway, plus 3 anyways.
So yeah, you
Yep,
hit.
so
You hit.
it hit. 8 damage.
8
Wham!
damage. Bang. All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Great damaging, isn't it?
I'm gonna keep at him. Keep at him. I
Yeah.
swing my
But
sword and I miss.
what kind
Damn
of
it.
damage does it do?
It is bludgeoning, so you don't have to worry about the on-hit effect.
Okay, so I still
Yep.
take fall 8 even though I have a you with the plus 3 / bludgeoning.
Yeah, the plus 3 on your armor is the bonus it gives to your defense. The resistances is say you get hit with a debuff. If you're not resistant, it just lasts for 3 to 4 rounds. If you are resistant, it lasts only 1 round and then it goes away.
Okay, I whiff. Have at me.
Yep, he whiffs. So he's going to swing at you. He is not concerned about the. Actually, you missed. He's going to go for the kitty cat because
Okay.
that was the last person that hurt him,
Again.
and he hits him.
13.
And smacks him for 7.
7.
Now it goes to you,
Ooh.
lady.
You're taking some
Ouch.
damage there, that's real.
He'd be all right. He's got like 30 something hit points, I think. As a
Lady.
cleric.
29.
Okay. Lady. So cleric's at half health.
Wow, you really suck.
I know. I was doing good at
She is a-
first.
Well, she is a stripper. She does. Anyways, never
That's
mind.
fair. That's fair.
Ethereal, your turn.
That's real. Get him.
You're getting bushwhacked.
16.
You hit him.
Wow,
You
he
hit
finally
him on the
displayed
dot.
too. Nice.
Woohoo! Roll the damage. Woo!
Four.
Ooh, that's really low.
Yeah.
That's all
Hey,
right.
at least
He
I
does
heal. At
something.
least I heal a little bit from it.
Yep, you do
Well, it's
heal a little bit
47
from it.
total, so we've done some damage to it. Or
Yep.
excuse me, 37 total.
37.
So
Yeah, you've done pretty good damage, dude. If it wasn't a tree, it'd probably be dead by now. But it's in the high
Well,
category of HP.
all I can do is keep at it, so I keep at it.
Yep. So at the end of the round it gets its second action because it's in range.
Oh, right.
So
We'll do that.
So the only person that's hit it is Dragon, so he's gonna keep trying to swing on him. And he gets him. And hits him for 11.
Ooh, 11.
Ah.
You're squishy. I do hit him.
Okay.
Let me have the second attack with the shield bash.
Yes, sir.
No, I just missed that one. All
Just
right, let
missed
me
that.
do the shield bash though.
Okay, let me do the lightning.
Oh,
Or
nice.
the
8
sword
more
sling.
points of damage,
8 more points.
baby.
So he looks
45.
he looks really bad. Like he's about to crumble and break.
Well, maybe the lightning will
Uh,
finish him off.
maybe it will. It'll be epic.
It would be. Yeah.
He has failed. He gets hit by lightning. Roll 1d8. Actually, roll 2d8 for the lightning, please.
Okay.
Because he's flammable.
Nice. 7 points of
And
damage.
you kill him by 2 points of damage because he had 50 health.
Nice.
And he basically, everybody make a reflex roll because he's going to explode.
Oh, God. Of course he is.
God.
Woo!
18.
Woohoo! You get out of the way.
Suck it, peasants.
I don't know. I rolled an 11.
At 11, let me check his let me check his stats. You missed it by 1.
Okay.
So what happens is now you're going to hit with damage. So let's see here. 8 damage. As razor vines shoot out, you guys are actually, all your armors I know are resistant to slashing, so you don't have to worry about any bleeding from these thorns, but it does get stuck in your armor and in your hands, and it hurts, but otherwise you're fine. The cleric at 5 hit points would have died if he had been hit by this, so it's good he didn't. He was able to duck behind the behind Lady, and she got hit with thorns. So
Yeah.
now that the creature is dead, you can see that a lot of the darkness that was in this portion of the forest disappears, and what was covering the path kind of regresses as you've cleared off part of the shadow in this area. Um,
Nice.
and in the center of the tree, everybody make me an intelligence roll to loot this thing, to pull
Nice.
apart its smoldering ruins.
I'd take a pot, by the way.
Okay. Roll your d12 of healing.
I got a 13.
13, that makes the medium. Right, so you heal 7.
Yep.
All right, so the only person that finds anything is Chester on the medium loot table. So, Mr. Chester, roll a d8 for me.
Okay. 7.
All right,
Nice.
all right, now roll a d6 and a d4 for me.
Okay. D6 first. 5.
Excellent.
And a 4.
Yep, you're batting 1,000 here.
Oh, you just jinxed me.
Okay, well, it's for the best. Anyways, so you find 7 gold. You find 5 iron leaf shards. And you find 1 magic item.
Okay. Well, let me
Uh,
hold on a second.
7 gold. And what else?
5 iron leaf shards, which is enough for a shield or a piece of armor.
Okay, so 7 gold, 5 iron. What?
Iron
Leaf.
leaf. Iron leaf shards.
Okay, and a magic item. Nice. And the magic item is, I suppose I need to roll some more.
Yes, sir. I need you to roll me a d10, please.
Okay.
See what you get.
10? No, 2. Okay.
Oh, 2. So you have found a wand inside this creature.
Makes sense.
It looks like it has been etched with a particular set of runes, as you would know from your elder studies, that
Yeah.
the necromancer has, that this was a necromantic wand that was probably animating this. It's one of the guardians of the mausoleum itself. There's probably more of them. You know that from your studying of its corpse that this is a pine giant or a corrupted pine cone, or basically a caster takes a specific spell, kind of a personally created spell. Once you get higher in other wizard things, you get something where you can do like command words. You know the spell command in D&D?
Yeah.
Well, you get that later on as a wizard, but it's more potent. Like, so a wizard would command a pine cone to grow, another would command it to corrupt, and with all these words compounding and enchanted, it'll eventually make a pine golem like this.
Oh, I see.
So,
Mm.
Okay. So what does
so,
the wand do? It just
so the
animates?
the wand was actually what was keeping it together, but the wand itself has a very unique effect. It has a thorn ball. It's now wands all have unique spells in them, so this is not something that you would necessarily like. You could pick it from a big list that I'm going to put in the book, but it's kind of like you roll on the table and you get it. But for the sake
Well,
of
I'm going to sell it
thematics,
anyway. So
yeah, it's Thornball.
we need money.
Wherever you shoot it, it is a anytime you can just point and it'll thorn vine will come out and lash, or once per day you can use the thorn ball effect and it'll basically do a fireball of thorns.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's pretty
So
nice.
think of entangle but with thorns that damage in addition to rooting people in place.
Yeah, that is cool, but we need the money more.
That's true. Now
So
the iron bark shards. If you want to make a, I believe, let's see, what are your skills?
my skills, I have elder studies, astronomy, clockwork, shield play, and sword play.
All right, and you have all the basic skills.
Of
Can you
course.
make me a cooking roll?
Sure. And that is based on intelligence?
Yes, sir. Intelligence or reflex, whichever is higher.
No,
8. All right.
I suck at skills.
Well, the you do know that the iron bark, the shard, the leaves are worth a pretty penny.
Oh, that's nice. Although I
So
think
each
GOP would want them, but he's not here, so we're gonna make some
Yeah, he's
money.
not here.
Sweet,
Yeah.
and we got to go back to town anyway because we're beat up.
Okay. Yep. So you all head back, keep making sure to stay on there. You pass by the goblins, and the goblins are like, "Oh, we hope that you enjoyed your expedition into the mausoleum." And you realize they're reading from a little pamphlet card.
Of course. Well, thank you, I say with a smile.
You're welcome. And we have a free tweezer service as a goblin pops up with tweezers and begins pulling the thorns out of you.
Oh, that's very kind.
We can use these for darts. Thank you for your patronage. Have a good day.
I go to because I'm fairly stable, although I'm going to have to rest. Um,
Mhm.
uh, I go to sell these things. I'm assuming
Okay.
Dragon goes and lays down.
Yep, he'll need to do some natural healing. He could use a healing potion. He should probably go to one of the churches of his deity because he might be able to get free healing
Yeah.
because he's high enough
Okay, I'll
levels
do
to
that.
where. Okay. So we'll go with the with Dragon's healing. We'll go to what Lady's doing, and then we'll do Peace de Resistance where you're selling and see if you get extra money.
That's good. Yeah. Extra
All
money's
right.
good.
So Dragon, you go to what is supposed to be the Church of Jiray. It's not so much of a church as it would be a bar. Basically, it's a bar because Jiray, as you know, your
Likes to
goddess.
drink.
Oh well, here's the description of Jiray, right? Jiray. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, there we are. There's the deities. Uh, right here. Jiray, a goddess of war and the ever forest, the cycle of predation directed with feminine wild. Jiray is a goddess who demands her followers engage in the carnal needs within civil action. For those who can build are those who can command. Jiray has no qualms with the actions her followers take as long as they contain the beast inside them. So, basically, a bar. And you go in there and they notice that you are a patron of Jiray and that you are greatly injured. And
Greatly. Yeah.
well, he's at 5 of 29 hit points. They take you to the back and they tell you to rest here in the warmth of the goddess. And so you're a lion Zet, correct?
Yes.
Well, they will. A woman comes in, and she is a lioness, and the healing process begins. So now we go to Lady. Um, Lady,
I've took
what are
an
you
8
doing?
points out of 22.
All right, so you can go
That
to
would
any
take
one.
any place and get healed up.
Yeah, you can get healed up, or you can sleep for 8 hours. You'll heal 1 point an hour as you're asleep. It's just
All right,
depends.
I'll sleep.
Okay, so you go and sleep before your shift because you're gonna have to dance anyways. But the scars might get you extra money, so you go off take a nap. So we come to Peace Day Resistance.
Yeah.
Where are you going to sell these,
Wherever I
my
can
valiant
sell
knight?
these kind of things. I got a magical wand, so I guess I go to a magic shop, and the shards, I guess I go to a blacksmith.
Now, a lot of the goblin shops will buy anything. They don't know what it's worth, but they'll buy it. So, if you want the best prices, you know with your intelligence, I won't even make you roll that you want to go to one of the pristine magic shops. And there's not a better magic shop than a stuffy old human magic shop.
Nice.
And so
Unfortunately, no.
there is a wonderful gnomish magic shop, but they don't have the good stuff. It's like going to a games workshop as opposed to a locally owned like dungeon dweller
All right. Right.
game shop.
Yeah.
So
They
you go
just
to
try to
the
overcharge you. Yeah.
yeah, so you go to the dungeon dweller, and it's an old man that looks exactly, insert Gandalf, Dumbledore, whatever. He is the picturesque old wizard man. Um, and his name is Staklanov, but you can call him Stick for
Jacqueline.
short.
I say, hello, good sir.
Hello, fellow wizard. It is not very often that I see an elf enter my shop. What do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I have been delving, and we have some items we'd like to sell.
Oh, items you like to sell? Well, come step over into my soiree, good sir, and let us talk business. And, he motions to the table and the chairs open so that pull themselves back so you can sit down. He taps on the table and the table looks like it wakes up and you hear this bleh, and the tablecloth unfurls from the center over it, and a lightning bug comes down and sits on a stick and becomes a candle and is like, "What do you have to sell, young sir?"
Well, I put out the wand and I put out the 5 shards.
Ooh, excellent. No wonder you said you were delving. I can tell the wounds from pine golem as they were.
Yes, it was, and this was, of course, is that what which it was animating. It is good wand, but the simple fact is, the party needs money more than it needs extra magic.
I see, I see. Well, these are in very good conditions, and this is actually make a 1d20 roll for me, please.
Do I add
It's
anything to
just
that?
it's just a luck roll.
Okay. Not lucky.
Right. Well,
Well, I could I'll use one of my lucks
want to use one of your lucks? All
to
right,
be
excellent.
successful.
So what happens is instead of the three being bad, he's like, this is only one of three wands of its kind in the whole, probably in the world. You see here at the bottom these initials. These are the original initials of the necromancer. This is one of the three wands that he himself used as a prototype when he was first equipping his army.
Would it happen to be ZX?
Uh, it is ZT actually.
Oh, damn it. All right. I said, well,
But
that is
if you
fascinating.
it is, and it makes it very expensive.
Oh, nice.
What would you like for it, sir?
I would like to know what the actual value is so I can make my roll and therefore see if I can get a percentage higher.
All right. Well, let me roll. I'm gonna re-roll that. There's a minimum. Yeah, that's better. All right. It is worth 10,000 money.
Well, that is a lot. That is a lot. And how about in regards to the shards? Is this something you might be interested in, or should I take it somewhere elsewhere?
I would love to have these shards, but you see, as a collector, I'm inclined to spend most of what I have in order to acquire this wand first. But the shards are worth about 50 gold apiece. You could probably get that or a little bit better from the dwarven gentleman down the line. He loves dealing in non metallic materials. Very odd for a dwarf, but the lad's rather eccentric.
What manner of armor would this be able to make?
Well, you see, this would be able to. You have enough shards here to make any form of armor you'd wish, but you would have the iron bark effect, or iron leaf, as it were, which is actually better than the bark because it's more malleable. It doesn't weigh you down, doesn't draw out. A lot of wizards love using this in their, armor because it is much more breathable and allows us to have freedom of attack, so to speak.
I
Because
see.
since it's a magical property, a magical material, you can channel magic through it. So as
I
normally,
see.
so normally, you can only channel your basic spell effects such as tar and electricity and chilling through your weapons because in an extension it comes from your hand, which is the main font of magic out of the body. But with the iron leaf, you can actually channel it through your armor so that when something hits you, they are also afflicted by the same or a different effect.
Ah, that is very
Ooh.
handy. I think I'll have to look into that. I say, for the wand, how about I offer you 12,000?
Hmm.
I'll make my roll, see if it helps at all.
No.
It doesn't.
He looks at you as like, tell you what, how about 5,000 and another magic wand?
Hmm, no, I'd rather have the money. I'll just take the 10.
All right, 10 it is. And he snaps his fingers, and a very pretty lady that you could have sworn had horns and a tail just a second ago comes out and sets money on the table and then walks back behind the curtain.
I say, thank you very much. This was very nice meeting you. Thank you for the information.
Anytime, good sir, and if you find any other magical things, bring it back. But be warned, those little green shits will try to take all of that in taxes and other things and bills you didn't even know you had, so keep it safe.
Ah, very well. I shall. Thank you. All right. So
And mhm,
what I do is obviously for that, I break it into 3,333.
mhm,
I give an extra one to Lady because, it's a lady elf. And
mhm.
then I take out 500, no, excuse me, 250 from my amount and give them each 125 extra. So, Lady, you get 3,456 and you get 3,455 ethereal.
Pay attention. Write down your gold.
Write it down.
You just got a bunch of money. GOP don't get nothing.
No, well, he's not here.
You
So
know.
let's see here. So we got that all turns in, and we got an additional 7. Everybody gets 2 more.
Hmm. The only thing
Oh,
he
two
gets is
more?
XP.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 more
All
gold.
right. So I take that, and I take the shards.
Hmm.
I'm gonna rest and stuff before I put the shards in my backpack, and get a good night's rest so I can heal. And I also put a salve on all my little thorn marks.
Okay. So because you put a salve, there's no risk of it getting infected. Are you doing how many hours of rest? Because it's 1 HP per hour of rest.
Well, I will rest 8 hours is fine.
Okay. So you heal 8 hit points, and you already healed like 12 from your potion.
Yeah,
So you're looking pretty good.
I am.
Um, every everybody awakens dragon. You awaken from your sexcapades within the bar as you are fully healed. First one's free, but you'll have to make donations after this. But you come out to a large sum of money that your friend gives you, and you're rather happy about this. You're like, oh well, wow, nice. I'm rich because 3,500 is a lot of money.
It is.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of money.
it is a lot of money. And of course, I keep mine very quiet. I'm going to try to spend it as quick as possible, of course.
Oh
But
yes, yes.
what I do on this new morn,
Hmm.
I go down and I have myself some breakfast. I chat with Vienna, and
Hmm.
then since we came back to town and took a rest, do we get any kind of experience for that fight?
You do get that experience for that fight. Everybody is going to get a whopping 30 XP for that fight.
Nice. Okay. And let's see here. You said it costs 25 to level, right? Um,
It costs 25 to level. Yep.
right. So I'm going to spend 10, and I'm going to up my crafting to rank 2,
Okay.
and I'm going to spend the other and level up.
Okay.
Okay, the rest. So what? I need to roll a d6 for health or something like that.
Um, yeah, so you spent 25 and did you
10.
have extra XP left over?
I had 5. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was wondering, it's like, wait a minute, that math doesn't add up.
5.
Yeah, so you get 5 HP as you level, and you're a level 3 wizard now?
Yep.
Excellent, excellent. So, as a level 3 wizard, let me tell you what you get. You get some cool stuff. Let me see here.
Yeah, you said it's
Level 3,
25
you
to
get
level up.
Yeah.
it is 25 to level up. I'll tell you, once you get to like level 10, it becomes more XP, but I always thought in games it was a real pain waiting to level at least to level 5. Like,
Yeah, I
it
agree.
doesn't go up in XP to level 5.
There we
Like,
go.
I think at
That
level
makes
5
sense.
it costs 50 at level 5, and at level 10 costs 100.
Sweet. Okay.
So, you get two things as a level 3 wizard. You get Convince, which allows you to speak to allies telepathically. So you can just, wherever you are, if they were in like audible hearing distance, you can talk to them in your mind.
Sweet.
So, if you like turn a corner or it's like, help, help, I'm trapped in this building, you can tell them in your head, and you know, people who have you will be none the wiser. Also, you get Fling. You can toss your melee weapon like a ranged weapon, and it teleports to your hand after you throw it.
Oh, nice.
So if you see something off in the distance, it's like, well, I don't have a ranged weapon. Yes, I do. Chuck's sword teleports back to hand. Chuck's shield, like Captain America, teleports back to hand.
So what's it called?
Fling.
Okay. All right. And very good. So I now have crafting 2. So
Mhm.
I'm going to what I want. Well, I'll let these guys do their stuff first. But what my character is going to do today is go down and try to find the best blacksmith, and try to work with them to start building myself armor out of these shards,
Mhm.
which I paid you guys for them. So
Mhm. So you are able to make pristine clothes that sell for 10% bonus value, and you can do basic mason work. You could actually work with the blacksmith making the armor because it's going to be more of a cloth. So your own skill can actually add to it.
very good. Well, that's what I'm
Different
doing.
craft.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay. What are you gonna do, lady? You just
I'm
got
raising myself a
you.
level.
Okay. So you're gonna go up to a level
I'm
3
rolling.
ranger.
Yeah, I rolled a
1d10 minimum 2.
6.
So you get
Oh,
6 HP.
1d10.
Yeah, 1d10.
I'm sorry.
And we don't add
That's all
might
good.
to our hit point, right? We just straight.
No, sir. Just straight.
Okay.
2
Reroll.
hit point. No, you can keep the 6. That's fine. You
Okay.
can keep the 6. But from here on out, roll a d10. Remember minimum 2.
Okay.
So you get 6 hit
Let's
points,
see.
and now you
6,
are
7,
level
8.
3. Paths. This is an important one. When you reach level 3, you are given 4 paths you can follow. Choose one if you're at home in the mountains, shores, deserts, or the forests. Whichever climate you choose prevents you from being surprised while in that terrain. Also, you deal +1 damage on all attacks in that biome. So, where would you say, lady, you feel more at home? In the mountains, on the beach, in a desert, or in the forests?
Forest.
All right. So in the forests, you cannot be surprised. So you're never going to get sneak attacked really, and you deal +1 damage on all your attacks. So it's pretty good. What are you going to do? Anything with this money?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for a better bow, if one exists.
All right. So you're going to go look for a better bow. That's there are plenty of better bows for $3,000. A normal magic item costs about $1,000, so you could get like a tier 3 magic item for 3,000. So there's that. If you want to go look, Dragon, what are you gonna do?
I guess go shopping as well.
All right. So you want to just accompany Lady so no one hustles her for her money?
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna first go with the shoppers, and then we're gonna get to the nitty gritty roles of making that armor.
Sounds good.
Let's see. So, lady, there are multiple different shops as you go towards the south of Goblopolis. There's plenty of goblins, doing street performer tricks. There's multiple different like restaurants. There's an actual goblin accounting service. You see the town hall where the mayor lives, and he's the fat goblin. He's a hobgoblin actually, and he runs the town as well as the two large ogres that act as his personal guards. Then you see over there, there's the now to an elf written in elf underneath because no one really cares to speak elf except elves.
Uh-huh.
The totally not the thieves guild of acquired adventurer loot. Basically, they go through and collect all the loot from dead people in the mausoleum and bring it back.
Oh,
They're
really?
totally not the thieves. Yeah, they're totally not the thieves guild though. Totally.
Totally not the thief though.
Mm-hmm.
Separating my money up into several different pouches, therefore it doesn't look like I have much.
Mm-hmm.
I go in there.
And if one of them gets stolen, you only lose a portion of it.
Right.
So, how many different pouches are you putting?
4.
4. All right. So that'll be an easy division if anything gets stolen. But I don't think so.
Right.
You're really pretty, and so they would be more copping a feel than stealing your money. So, anyways, you go inside, and there are a number of different humans and elves inside. Mostly, the weird thing is, there's a lot of male humans and female elves, but you don't really think much of it.
Of course not.
And there's a man, an elven man dressed like your typical World of Warcraft rogue, sitting behind a
Dressed
desk.
like what?
Dressed like a rogue. He's got like a
Okay.
cowl. He's got leather armor. He's got a face mask. You pretty much tell he's a dark elf, and he's just kind of leaning on the counter. He sees you coming, and he perks up and is like, "Hello, fair maiden. What can the looks at Dragon? What can the Guild of Acquiring Goods do for you?"
Now I wonder if y'all inquired about some bows recently.
Hair bows or killing bows?
Killing bows.
Ah, well, yes. We do have some wonderful killing bows for sale if you have the coin.
Okay. Let's see
Now,
them.
we have acquired a number of different. Now, my lady, not to make any kind of assumption, but What price range are we looking at for? Do you want something magical? Do you want something pristine? Do you want something that is just very durable but a fair price? What are we looking at?
Who do I know makes the best bows?
Um, Arthur's and Sons.
Who?
Arthur's and Sons is the brand.
Do you have any Arthur and Sons?
Uh, he turns and looks at like the dark elf lady walking by with a basket, and she's like, and she tells him where it is, kind of like with sign language, and he, one moment, and he goes in the back, and he comes out with three wrapped up bows in leather and lays them out on the table, and he snaps his fingers, and two of the guys kind of like show up at either end of the table, just to make sure that no one else comes up to the counter while you're shopping. And he
Okay.
unfurrows each one of the bows, and when he unfurrows the first one, it is bright, like glowing, like my eyes.
Let my eyes adjust to it.
It is a bow that is, um, it has a metallic, looks like gold, like that it is forged from gold, and it has a wonderful dragon sinew string. Um, and it is made, so it's tempered with gold. It is a cherry wood with a dragon sinew string, and that goes for 1,200 gold. It
She puts
has
her
a.
hands along her belt, holding on to her money, and like bends down, like gets very close to it.
Would you like to try it out, milady?
Sure is bright.
You'll get used to that. It's the living fire from the dragon sinew in the bow.
Mm.
What does it do?
He takes an arrow and pulls the arrow back on the sinew, and you see that once it reaches, um,
See,
you know,
yeah, you're cutting out
it,
on me.
oh, it's cutting out. So
Uh huh.
basically, he picks it up, fires the arrow at the wall, and it lights on fire in the air.
So it
And
does
then,
fire damage as well if it's flammable.
yeah, it does fire
Y-
damage as well. Um, it will light things on fire. You can tell it to do it or not, and then he says, but it also, wait, there's more. And he just pulls back the string, and an arrow of fire forms and shoots.
Mm.
Now, it will
But
be
the
much
arrow
more
doesn't
punishing.
hit nothing.
No, it hits the wall and just explodes into like a fire, just a
Ouch.
whoosh. So it makes its own arrows of fire. Or you can enchant an arrow with fire for more damage.
Ah, okay. Let's look at the next bow.
All right, so he wraps this one back up and he shows you a bow, and this one is very dark. It looks like the bow has been crafted out of dark elf steel. And basically, it's a dark steel bow which is made from tempered obsidian. So think of obsidian glass, but they um, forged it, and when they were doing the glass blowing, they actually turned it into more
Wouldn't
of an
this
alloy.
break easily?
No, it is actually, it has other minerals in it to where it is now dark steel as opposed to obsidian. So it is as smooth, light, and able, but as pliable and strong as steel.
Mm-hmm.
So it is nearly immune to heat, and it has a dark spider silk string, which is nearly unbreakable to normal use of arrows. And it has a very unique effect that he does not want repeated on him because it was very uncomfortable.
So you won't tell me what the effect is then?
Oh, I will definitely tell you what the effect is, but you're not going to do it on me. How about on your friend there?
No, not all my friend.
All right. Then how about on this cup?
Sure.
All right. Um, aim for the aim for the wall.
He's doing it. She hasn't touched it.
Okay, so he aims for the wall, fires, and you see that the arrow hits the cup's shadow, and where it hit the shadow of the cup, a hole forms on the actual cup.
Okay.
So you can hit the actual cup or you can hit the shadow. So
Okay.
if you can see it says it doesn't work if it's like engulfed in darkness. But if you can see something shadow, you can shoot its shadow instead of it. So it reduces whatever range defense you're shooting at to 10 because you only have to hit its shadow.
Oh. Okay.
Now there is a little bit of a, um, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to because the bow is a little bit fickle. So it's not really it's not alive, but it does have, it's one of those dark elf things where it bonds to its user the more you use it.
Of course.
Would you like to see the last one?
Yes, please.
All right. So next we have the final bow, and he unfurls the bow, and it looks like a normal yew bow with a sinew string, but this is a high elven bow. This is like something from your
What?
homeland. High elf.
Okay. I'm a
This this
what
is
kind of
a
elf am I? Oh well.
you'd be more of a wood elf,
Yeah.
but this is from the ancient days of the elves, because originally there were only high elves and dark elves, and through interbreeding, the wood elves and other species came to be. So
Mm-hmm.
this is more of an artifact than anything. Um, it is first generation, and the thing about it is you can, slide the arrow um, down into like you when you put the arrow on the bow, it stops there, and he can take another arrow, and as many arrows as he can lay on there stick to it, and he just goes pew 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 pew.
So how many arrows in a round?
Well, it's basically you can fire X number of arrows. Now the arrows will do a d6 when you do this, but it's relevant to your reflex modifier to a minimum
Mm-hmm.
of 2. So since you have a reflex modifier of 3, you can fire 3 arrows. Pew, pew, pew.
That's handy.
Yep, and it
Yeah, it
goes
is
Mm-hmm.
off
handy.
of it goes off of one roll. So what you would do is you would do your arrow, you would so say you got a 14. First arrow is 14, next arrow is 13, next arrow is 12. That's how it works. Pew, 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 pew. So
Okay.
if you got like a natural 20, it would be 20, 19, 18, and that would probably hit with all 3 arrows, and you'd be
It
doing
could
like
be
a
up to
2d6.
actually 23. So, yeah, 23,
Yep,
22, 21. Okay. Uh,
yep. And each one of
yeah.
them being
Mm.
piercing would apply the exposed effect, which would reduce their armor.
And that's it, right?
Yep, those are your 3 options. And the final U bow is like the first one, 1,000. Second one, 2,000. Third one, 3,000.
Ouch. Oh, and price,
Yep,
right?
price. These are the best bows they have.
I test the 3000 bow. I actually physically could pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
turn it over, look at it, stretch out the string.
It
But I'm
is
not
immaculate.
highborn.
The guy on the other, like, he's kind of sweating watching you touch the bow. It's like, oh god, don't break it.
And I put it back down. I go to the dark bow, do the same thing, feel it, feel the taunt of the bow of the line and everything. Hmm.
The best one is, of course, the U bow. You're not even sure what the string is made out of, but it doesn't have like a normal give like a sinew string would.
Yeah.
This one being spider silk, it has kind of like it has a little bit more give. You can actually like twist the string to add more taunt or not, but the U bow is kind of like perfectly set, you know,
Yeah.
and it's stout enough to fire multiple arrows. The dragon sinew, you can just feel the magic in it.
I'll take the U-bow.
Of course you will.
All right,
It's the
so
best bow.
he asks you if you would, do is this a
She'll
payment
start
plan
try
or do
like
you have the money?
she'll pull out one deal and like count out 1,000, pull out another bag, count out 1,000, count out another bag. That only has like 300 something. Oh, wrong bag. Okay, my third bag's gone. Who's got my third bag? Nobody stole it, so okay.
Okay.
She'll pull out
You
and there's
find it.
3,000.
Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna cut to our blacksmith because it takes 4 hours for you to count out 3,000 gold if you're
Oh,
doing one,
really? Well, he's
two,
got to count it
three.
then.
Yeah, he's counting it along with you. He's just like everybody's pitching in to try to help count all this money and prevent it from being stolen. It's a chore. But all right, so um Dragon, can you make me a reflex roll to prevent people from taking this money as they're, pouring it on the counter like, water out of a freaking water
Well,
skin?
yeah,
Uh,
I'm the one with the best reflex.
All right.
9,
So, well,
12.
you're doing money. So he's able to deflect, some patrons from getting a little bit too close. Mr. Chester,
Yes?
you travel to the forge of the blacksmith, and there is one particular forge master who is of course, a very grumpy dwarf who
Yeah.
greets you. Yes, young lad, what can I do for you today?
I take out one of the shards and say, I have 5 of these. I would like to make some armor. I do have some skills, so I can be of assistance.
Ooh, I haven't got to work with these in a very long time. Yes, yes, but better than me, you would probably want my wife to work with it. She's the textile mistress.
I see. Why do I want textiles?
If you want something that's a little bit more mobile or, better joints, but I can make you something rigid and strong if you want.
Well, I mean, an elf would want something more movable, but what I'm trying to do here is get better armor than I have. The current armor I have gives me a +2, so I wish to improve that.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So I can actually, let's see here. I can make most all different types of armor. So tell you what. Um, what type of things have you been fighting usually? Like what's been trying to mess you over, young
Wow,
lad?
last thing was a giant, a pine golem giant, and that was pretty bad.
I see, I see. Well, this material is in very good condition and will provide a significant bonus to normal folded iron of the same density. So, um, I think I can make you something pretty good here. How about some ring mail?
Mail wouldn't be
Isn't that what
bad.
you were?
Now
Yeah.
the more textile that she said that his wife could make, I'm assuming is something equivalent to the elven weave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's probably what I want then, huh?
Indeed. So what will happen is whatever type of armor you try to make out of this will have a basic boost to it. So she can make you the elven weave. But instead of it being dark and light, you can select it to be like piercing, or you can pick what damage you're resistant to.
And light. I see. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because it wouldn't be actual elven weave.
No.
Yeah, I guess probably the best thing would be slashing, huh?
Yep. So you can pick slashing and one other.
And light.
Slashing and light. All right. So she can get to work for that.
I can
The
assist.
all right. So make your assistance roll.
Okay.
She'll roll her crafting.
18. Nice.
18. So between the both of you, that's actually decent. Let's see. All right, roll for the second round of crafting.
Okay.
All right, so
She's
you
better
do
this
pretty
time.
good. Yep, which is good, which is good. Um, and it comes out very nice. You get some elven weave, and from the material, instead of a +3, it's a +4
Oh,
with
nice.
resistance to light and slashing.
Oh, I thought it meant light, as in it was light.
Wait. Mm.
No, it resists light damage.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Mm.
Okay.
But it is a lighter armor. It's perfectly fine.
Okay. So
But you
let's.
can have it resist slashing in another damage type if you'd like.
Um. Yeah, because it's not actually Elven Weave. So let's see, what would make sense? It's like a bark thing. So slash is
Maybe
definitely
acid,
good. Maybe what?
slashing in acid.
Sure. Why not? That makes sense. Yep.
Mhm. So, and acid's bad because it can actually destroy your armor. So, this is good. You have your +4, we'll just call it leaf weave armor.
Sure.
So, you got your +1s. It would have been +2, but you got a natural 1 in there. But yep, so you got an extra plus. So yep, total +4. So that will apply to your armor defense. So your melee defense goes up, um, probably significantly. What is it now? It's 10 plus, so
it's
it's
15,
14.
so that would be a 17. So I got a 17 in melee and a 15 in dodge.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Nice. All right,
Because of
and
your
how
elven
much does
build.
that cost other than the material?
She will reduce the material and she'll actually reduce the cost because normally it's 1,000 to make something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She'll only charge you 300.
Oh, nice. All right. And then you go back to those guys, but the other thing I
Okay.
would do would be true because that's good for me armor wise. I think that's excellent. I would also try to find a better sword.
A better sword. All right.
Yeah, just
So you
purchasing, not
guys.
building though.
Okay.
Don't you mean
So
hammer?
you.
Or would you want
No, no,
a
no
real?
swords.
Okay. Okay.
So you dole out the money and you have your U bow. They actually throw in a free bracelet for the bow.
Ooh.
Oh.
What this does is if somebody tries to take your bow, it's like Thor's hammer. It'll get really heavy for them unless you have the bracelet.
Oh, cool.
So it'll
It's
prevent
not
your
a
bow.
plus weapon though, is it? It's magical, but
Um,
not a plus weapon.
it is. Let me see what the long bow is relative to the arrows it's using. Arrows relative. So it is a +3 bow.
Okay.
So you will get +3 to your hit. So whenever you roll, you'll do 1d20 +6. 3 for your, um, you know, your reflex, and 3 for the bow.
Okay. It still does 1d10.
It does. No, the bow does 1d6 per arrow, and you can fire multiple arrows. So you can fire like 3 arrows at a time.
Why does the normal bow do 1d10?
Let me see here.
That's
The
what you had me roll
normal.
earlier.
The
Yeah, normal.
reason that I rolled 1d10 earlier is because whatever
Oh,
you were firing at was weak too.
okay.
So
All right. Okay. It's 1d6. 1d6.
1d6 per arrow, but you can fire 3 arrows at a time.
That's 1d6 plus. That's it.
Do you have skills in archery? Did you put any of XP in archery?
Nope.
Okay,
I guess I'll
so
have to pick it up. I'll go somewhere and
well,
pick it up.
Yeah, no,
well,
you
here,
definitely need that. You're an archer.
yeah,
No,
well,
well,
Mhm.
you spent 25 of the 30 XP I gave you, so you could actually spend the remaining 5 XP you have and get rank 1 in archery.
archery.
So you would get the rank 0 bonus, which you gain additional hunting yields by 25%. So if you ever are in a mausoleum forest area again, like a similar place, you
Mm-hmm.
kill something, you'll get more meat, more loot from the corpse. And at rank 1, you can add poisons and substances to your arrows without afflicting yourself, even if you roll a natural 1.
Even though I'm not an evil character.
I mean, that has no bearing. This isn't D&D.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody can mess up and accidentally poison themselves, except for you, because you're at rank 1 of archery.
Nice.
And, and once you get
All
to
right.
rank 2, you can add your reflex modifier as damage to your arrow attacks. That's what you're really
And to
looking
get a
for.
rank 2,
Damage.
I need 10 more points, right?
Yes. Now that's damage, not to hit. Yep. So, anywho, so there's
To
that.
damage, not to hit. Okay.
Yep, to damage. All adding modifiers in the skills, they add only to damage. The weapon gives you your plus to hit.
Gotcha.
So, um, with that,
Hmm.
Dragon, you've been helping her with her gold, and you kind of had a chance to look around the shop. Is there anything magical or non-magical you like to spend your money on?
Probably a better weapon.
Better weapon?
Or a bit, almost, so I don't get hit as easily.
Oh, that's also good. So you want to go to one of the blacksmiths? Are you going to go to the same one that the Casanova went to, or do you want to go to a different one?
The Casanova.
Yeah, me.
No, Chester. Yeah, Chester.
Alabranth.
You
Calibranth.
think you're Casanova?
No,
Hmm.
that's his term for me, not me.
Yeah.
I'm a lovelorn adventurer.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
what
was
he
trying
said.
to get.
Let the philologist name himself.
That's
So,
right.
Dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a place that doesn't look as sketchy.
Okay, so you go make a intelligence roll to spot a good place. All
Uh,
right, so you see a generic shop that does sell weapons and armor, and you walk right in. Um, there is a Zet woman there. She seems to have taken on some avian qualities. You're not really sure, but she's still nice. She says, "Hello, good sir. What can I interest you in today? Perhaps a weapon or some armor or something to help you not die as quickly?
yeah, some armor.
Some armor. Fantastic, sir. And what type of armor and what type of budget are we working with today?"
Kind of armor.
Mhm.
Okay, do I see what kind of armor is around here?
They have most of the different armor makes in the book. They have padded leather, gambeson chainmail, studded leather, banded mail, ring mail, breastplate, dragon coat, but that's very expensive. They have gladiator garb, legion armor, eastern armor, and full plate, as well as shields and tower shields.
Hmm.
So you have multiple options, and they can make those pluses higher, but for a considerable price because you're getting into more pristine materials.
Did you see what the Legion almost does?
Yeah, Legion armor gives you resistance to light and acid. It is a +3 armor.
Yeah, you must have changed that because
Indeed, I've modified all of them. I've been busy over the weekend.
yes, I noticed.
Nice. It's fun though.
Indeed.
I mean, technically, the only thing better would be the Dragon Code because I already have the Legion armor.
You do, but you could take, your Legion armor and modify it.
You mean with the special materials?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I forgot. Now there are.
I
They
can't
have.
alter this thing,
Um,
Chester.
they
What?
have.
I can't alter your little thing.
No, you
I
have
don't
to
have
make
that.
one.
Yeah.
Now they do have. Make a luck roll for me. Roll a d20, or you can spend one of your luck. I think your last luck if you want to, but make a luck roll for me. 1d20, or you can spend a fate. It's up to you. Okay, so um, they have two different special materials. So the only ones I have so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a d6.
It's doing that thing where it keeps on, but doesn't want to roll.
I'll roll then.
Yeah, there we
Number
go.
3. All right, so number 3, roll again. Ooh, ooh, that's really good. That's really good. Ooh. And a 4. Goodness. So 3 and 4. So they have Iron Leaf and Giant Metal. And what these do is Giant Metal increases a weapon's damage to plus for its types, which means that if you had like a sword that does slashing, it would go up to slashing plus, which means it completely bypasses resistance. Or it gives your armor resistance plus, which means that you're completely immune to the status effects applied by a damage type. If if damage plus and armor plus collide, they just resolve normally. So in this
Mm,
way, if you do like armor, like say your Legion armor is light and acid. If you make it out of giant metal or pay for it, then you have light plus acid plus. That means you don't have to worry about your armor being dissolved by acid unless it's a plus acid, like xenomorph blood or something. And light damage isn't going to affect you with penance because penance sucks.
that bad?
So let me explain. So penance, what it means is whenever you suffer penance, if you're not resistant to light, it happens for 3 rounds. If you are resistant to light, it's only 1 round. You cannot deal lethal damage. It reduces whatever, like if you would have dealt 100 damage, but it would kill something, they're a 1 HP.
Mm,
So as long as you have the penance debuff or keyword, you cannot deal lethal damage to anything. You couldn't even step on a cockroach. Now,
that's annoying.
it is very annoying. But yeah, so that's giant metal and iron leaf. You can change the resistances of the armor that you have, and you can get up to +1 armor value from it. So if you make the Legion armor out of Iron Leaf, it'll go up to a +4 from a +3.
Mm,
Or you can be a big spender and buy full plate, which is a +4, and buy Iron Leaf, and it'll be a +5. That will give you resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and scalded. Which is basically the effects of fire, bludgeoning, slash, well, scalded, it's basically fire, so it's basically fire. So you get
Hmm.
fire, slashing, and bludgeoning resistance. Now, to get a suit of full plate made of Iron Leaf, that's going to cost you about 2,000, 2,300, but they can make it and have it ready for you by tomorrow. Because they're going to have 8 different smiths working on it for that much money. But yep, 2,300 for an Iron Leaf set of full plate.
Go for it.
I guess.
All right, so you pin up the 2,300 you would need. They get to work, and so you'll be able to have an Iron Leaf set of full plate. Do you want to change any of the resistances? Do you want it to be resistant to any 3 damage types? You can make your choice. You can choose acid damage, bludgeoning, burning, or fire as it is. It's just whichever word you really want to use. Cold, dark, fey, light, piercing, slashing, or shock. You can't make it resistant to celestial damage.
The
So you could
hmm,
do slashing, piercing, bludgeoning. You could do, heck, you could do shock, fey, and dark. You could just any one of the 3 except celestial.
yes, I'm trying to figure out which 3 I want.
It's a hard choice. While you're doing that, we're gonna
Yep.
hop over to Chester. So Chester,
Yes, I go to a weapons and armor shop.
weapons and armor shop. So the first one you see is a young man is sitting outside. It is a weapons and armor shop, human shop, and he greets you. Hello, Master Elf. Interested in a weapon, good sir?
I
He's a young
am.
kid.
I'm looking for a sword, a long sword particularly, and a shield of magical nature that will improve my combat abilities, and particularly if you have something that improves my might.
Well, I mean, we do have something like that. My dad is really good at making specific weapons, and the wizards are really eager to enchant what he's got. Now we do have a sword that we call the Cavalier.
Uh huh.
It's a special sword. Papa says that whoever wields it becomes stronger.
Oh, nice. Well, lead on.
All right, he takes you, and there's this pristine longsword sitting in a case, and it has a new material that you're not really been aware of called true gold. Um, and this is a true gold or true metal, true value. The elves call it different than humans. Humans call it true gold. Dwarves call it true silver, but the meaning is the same. It is one of the core minerals from the creation of the world. Like
Oh,
one of
nice.
the original ore veins, which are getting more and more scarce. But what it does is something very unique. You bond to the blade or to it. This is what true does, and you roll a d4. Hopefully, it does well because you get a total number of build points slash stat points to spend equal to whatever you roll. But you are then bonded to that weapon. And in other people's hands, it is just a generic longsword.
I see. And how much does this cost?
This costs he basically looks at it as like this is 2,000, I think, is what it is.
Two
It's
thousand.
the most expensive thing we have in the shop.
It's like, that definitely sounds good. And do you have shield?
I do have a shield. Let's see. He goes through a shield and he's like, well, let's see here. Here it is. This is an enchanted shield. Would that work, Master Elf?
It most
I
certainly
have
would.
I have three. I have a buckler, I have a normal shield, and I have a tower shield.
Ooh, well, what does the normal one do?
All right. Well, the normal shield, we call it the shield of the sun because whenever you like hold it up, like once per day, you can hold the shield at something and it just uh, basically daylight. It glows like the sun, blinds everything. It's very. We found out the hard way.
I see.
The clerics were just able to restore to Papa's sight not long ago.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yep. But yeah, so at any time, whenever you want, you can use the power of the sun. Very effective against vampires.
Oh,
Not so much against trees.
oh, I see. I see. And how much is this shield?
This one is 300.
300. Okay. Well, I'm definitely interested in the sword. So let me go through the whatever I have to go through with the sword because that definitely sounds good.
Okay. Well, I can get that for you. It is just 2,000 gold, and I can. Um, he puts on his gloves and he picks up the sword. Would you be interested in it, good sir? I can. You know, you can have it out the door. I just need the money.
Yes, I give him the money.
All right. It's like, okay, you need to be the only person that really, bare flesh against the hilt for the effect to, you have to hold it for 10 seconds for it to take effect.
All right. Well, I do so.
All right. So roll a d4. All right. So would you like to spend a fate?
I don't even see what I got. I guess
You,
I would.
you,
I almost certainly would. Yeah.
you got a 1.
Oh, okay.
All
Well,
right.
I'll definitely spend a fate. Yeah.
So with a fate, you are fated to be the owner of this sword and you get 4 stat points.
Okay. So how do I do that?
You just have 4 stat points to spend as you'd like.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Alrighty. Well, so I'll do that. And what are the what do they call this? The true sword?
Yeah, true metal sword.
Okay. And does it have any just general bonuses for attacking?
It's +3.
Oh, okay.
+3 like a normal longsword. It does slashing, piercing, but also this one has a heavy pommel, so it does slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage
I see. So it doesn't
Ooh.
add any more pluses beyond a normal longsword.
beyond a normal longsword, but it does give you D4 stat points,
That's
which
fine.
will
No,
help
that's
you.
fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
So all right. So I got that. That's all the information I need there, and then I got to do 4 stat points. Alrighty. And I mean, you go back to the other guys if you like, but I'm going to go somewhere else because I need a shield. So, you
Okay.
guys do what you want to do whilst I make decisions.
All right. So, lady, what would you like?
I only got 558 gold left, so
Well, that's like, that's retiring money.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it only takes about, maybe 5 gold a year to live.
Wow, I
Oh
spent
wow.
10
Because,
gold a week on my room. Damn. It is the
well, I
fine
mean, if
room,
you're,
though. It is the fine room.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're buying like, just basic wheat and, catching fish, it's only about like,
Let's
you can
see.
get by with the next to nothing.
All right. Uh, let's still see what kind of armor she can get. Right now, she's got studded leather, and that's basically all she can wear since she's an ranger, right?
hmm So you're gonna get some armor.
I'm gonna look for some armor anyway.
Well, you can wear any armor in this game. You can wear any armor that you want.
Yeah, but
May
I
not
still
be.
like to play my character as per se. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can move around really good.
Yep, that's true. Some armors will make things more difficult. I try to keep it practical though. So if you can do a justification why it wouldn't, I will take it into consideration. So something as you're looking around, they do have elven weave at some of the shops. Eastern armor, which is more like a samurai like plate. They do have, chainmail, gambeson. And in one shop they do have a dragon coat. And a dragon coat is a very lightweight, think of like a cloth vest, but there's like little dragon scales woven in like, like
Oh, how
studded leather would be.
cute. Yeah,
So
cute.
that to
That's
let you
probably
know
out of my price range too.
it's 500 gold.
Really?
Yep.
What's it
Because it's not
starting at?
magical. It's just a dragon coat. It's 500 gold
And generally, what's the protection on it?
plus 4. And it gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and fire.
So that's a plus
So
4 to her
your
reflex.
no to your melee defense. So your melee defense would be 10 plus your armor, so it would go up to 14. And since you get plus 1 to your defense as an elf, it will go up to 15.
Well, I'm already at 15.
So what's your armor plus right now? So, uh, okay.
You never told me
So
what studded leather is. I was told 15.
Okay, so here's the thing. Your armor plus your 10 plus your armor is your melee defense. You get plus 1 as an elf. Studded leather is a plus 1. So you would get plus 1. That would be 2. And then there was something else that would, so you would have been at 12. How did you get to 15? There's probably something in here
She's an elf.
because, well, that's gives her a plus 1
It's just
to
one.
both the, yeah, that would be 12. I'm wondering how she got an extra 3 in there. Which I'm not doubting that that is a thing and that
Did
that
you
does affect.
change? Did you change it over the weekend?
No, no, no. Your ranged defense, you have right. That would be because you have a 3 in reflex. It's 10 plus 3 plus 1, so you would have had 14.
Okay, so I was one off, but
Yeah,
it's
so
not
you
bad.
you have your 14 reflex, and now your armor defense is 14 as well with the dragon coat.
But the dragon is 14 as well, so it's both the same.
Yeah, both your defenses are 14, and
But
your
the other one's
resistant.
got fire resistance, and I don't have fire resistance.
Yeah, well, you're resistant to slashing, fire, piercing, and bludgeoning, and yeah, that's pretty good. And it's dragon scale, so it's harder to break.
It'd be the same thing plus fire.
Yep, same thing plus fire.
Okay,
So so
there goes
fire
my
is not going to
500.
damage your armor.
There goes 500.
That's pretty good. You're up to very good defense. Now remember, in combat, you can position yourself behind cover unless your enemy moves, to face you. But you can get your plus 2 and plus 4 respectively, depending on what it is, and actually get better defense. Just remember that. You don't have to get it
I'm
all
an
from armor.
OPC, which is ignore cover too,
Yeah.
as
Well,
a
I mean, you
ranger.
can. Yep. You can ignore cover with your shots X times. So that's good. So let's go to Dragon. Dragon, did you make your decision on what resistance you're going to be?
Let's see. Acid, because I don't want to dissolve to death.
Yep, that sucks.
What's exactly home?
Harm is a terrible effect that demons apply when they do dark damage. If you suffer harm, whatever damage you do is dealt to you.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Yeah, so you'll probably want resistance to that. So it only
Yeah.
affects you for 1 round. Yeah, that's why fighting demons sucks, because they do dark damage, and if they get within their critical range, within their application range, it's going to be a bad day. Because you either don't attack them or you have to attack them because they're killing you, and you end up taking like 8 to 20 damage depending how much you would deal to them.
Frost, I imagine, slows you down.
It does a little bit. Does just a wee bit.
I'm trying to think what's the next most one.
The next one would probably be, you probably don't want to. So you did dark and acid. You probably don't want to suffer from, slashing. You don't want to be, you don't want to be cut open. That's bad. Okay.
I imagine Scalded is also bad.
So lacerated for, um, so whenever it activates, so normally it says 1 round on the effect to just quantify it, but like if you're not resistant or whatever, it'll be 3 rounds. For the round, the next move or attack the victim makes deals 1d4 damage to them, bypassing damage reduction. So whenever you do a move or action in your round, you take a d4 damage bypassing damage reduction. So if you're like, I do 2 attacks and a move, you take 3d4 damage. And that bypasses any damage reduction.
That's what lacerate. That's what that does.
Yep.
Fine, I guess slashing then.
But
You're right back.
scalded.
Yep.
Yep. But scalded, the victim cannot heal for the rest of the day.
Okay, let's do file then.
Okay, do fire because
File, dog, and acid.
you don't want to, just get hit with a dragon's fire breath, and then now you can't use healing potions because you're scalded. That'd be bad.
So what I ended up doing was just replacing bludgeoning with dog.
Yep, that's okay though. But you did get a bonus to the defense, so now you have a 14 to your melee defense, which is good.
It is good.
So, did you want to look for another weapon, Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to end up at the same, general area shop that your elf friend is in. You go into a shop owned by a orc, and he's like, lion man, lion strong. You want weapon strong as you? Me sell.
Yes.
Good. What type weapon?
The halberd.
Halberd. Excellent. He goes in the back and he comes out with a large halberd and is like, much like yours, but better.
What way?
It better. It hurt better. Mm-hmm. Made myself.
Okay.
It
So what's this
cost.
problem?
He counts on his fingers. It cost this much, and it's $300.
Okay.
So he hands it to you, and so normally, as you know, damage is a D8, and this is no different. But this is a special weighted halberd, so you get the full effort bonus of like minimum, half damage on your roll, even if you move. You don't have to like give up your movement and swing for the fences. The special weighting that this orc has put into it allows you, just like run up, swing. So say, let's do this for like, your modifiers. So normally that would only be 4. But since you get full effort whenever, but you can still move, that would be 7. So your minimum damage that you're ever going to do on a swing is 7. The max damage you're going to do is 11. So, and it's not magical. It's just specially weighted. And the only way you can lift it is because you have 3 might. This thing is heavy. If you drop this in the water, it's going down.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go. So Chester, what were
Yep.
you doing? You gonna
Well,
buy a weapon?
I think I need to adjust something first because you gave me 15 for dodge, but it sounds like that's not correct. So how do you
Okay.
calculate dodge?
So dodge is 10
Yeah,
plus your reflex modifier
yeah.
plus your elven bonus.
So okay, so that's 13. All right.
And armor is, as you know, it is your +1 from being an elf plus your armor bonus. Your armor bonus, I believe, is you have a +4 now. Is that right?
I do.
So that would be 15. You have a shield, which is a normal shield, not a tower shield.
Yep, normal shield, just +1.
So so you have 16, 16 armor defense.
So, but I get to add my reflex into that, right?
No, that's your reflex for ranged.
Okay, so that's very changed. All right.
Well, well, the you get your +1. You have your melee defense, and then you have your range defense, which is the reflex.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to know,
Mhm.
make sure it was accurate.
Okay.
Okay. So, I have 1,000 gold. I want a shield that gives me more bonuses.
More bonuses.
Yeah.
All right.
He wants to be immune to resist
No, I don't.
everything.
I didn't say that at all.
Oh
I
wait, no,
want
no,
just enchantment bonuses.
no, no. You are
Enchantment.
right. You are actually right. I'm sorry because I didn't notice the star. The shield does apply to both reflex and armor. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
I didn't see the star there. So yes, both your reflex and your armor would go up by 1. So you would have a 16 armor defense and
14.
uh,
Okay.
14. Yep,
Cool.
yep. You're right. So you can go to the shop, and they say that they can give you a better shield uh, for a good old price. You have 1,000 gold. For
I do.
500 gold, they can give you a dragon's. You know what? For 500 gold, um, they will sell you an adamantine shield.
Mm, sounds good. And how
It's
does
the
that
only
function?
one in Gobopolis. So
Oh,
what
nice.
happens is adamantine gives a +1 to whatever the defense bonus is, and then doubles it.
I don't understand.
So what happens is a normal shield is +1 to both reflex and armor. This would give +4 to reflex and armor,
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely what I want. All right.
but it reduces your movement um, in half, basically. So instead of
Okay.
30
Well,
feet, you move
then don't
50
want
feet.
that. So
hmm
I look for something
But
else.
they can sell you a dark steel shield. Um, well, dark metal, because I'll get sued by Magic if I do dark steel.
I
Um, so what dark metal does is it halves the first 3 instances of damage per combat against you.
hmm. Yeah, I'm really just looking for enhancement bonuses is all I really after.
Enhancement bonuses. Okay, well, they can sell you particular enhancement bonuses for they can give you a +2 normal shield for 200 gold.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, so that'll push defense up to 17, 15.
Yep, 17 and 15. That's right.
Yep.
Cool.
So basically, you get a special enchanted shield that gives you the same protection as a tower shield without the encumbrance.
That sounds good. All right.
Uh,
Nice. Now the true
all right.
sword, that was slashing and anything else, or just slashing?
Slashing and bludgeoning
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
and piercing, actually, too.
That's right. I thought you had said all three.
Yeah,
Um,
it's all three.
yeah, yeah. Cool. Therefore, I I sell my warhammer.
Okay, you get it back. You get half of what you spent.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So
All right.
everyone's ready, right? Let's go see if we
Yep.
can find one more fight today, huh? Um,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so we go back, but this time we go to the library.
All right. So as you head to the library, you get to the door of the library, and you hear something as you approach. Lady, make me a tracking roll and a survival roll, please.
Yes, sir. Let's see if I got any pluses on my tracking. I got 1 tracking, so it's a +1, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Got too many windows open. That's my problem right now.
Yeah.
That's okay. My
And
mom
2 on
does
my
the same.
survival row, so. Okay, where are you? Come on. Windows, come back. I'll get to it soon. I promise. +1,
Mhm.
so that's going to be a
15.
15
All
on
right,
the
so
tracking.
okay, so you notice off in the distance the um, like a path leading down the hallway that someone has recently run down, which is odd that they would run down, but it seems like they kind of stopped. And make your survival roll.
Uh-oh.
Is
You're
that
going to get
2?
shot in the face.
Hopefully
Yep.
not.
All right. Well, you're
21.
not going to get
Ooh.
shot in the butt, but you are going to get shot in the face.
Yes.
You
So
broke up.
you
Yeah,
see
you
the
die.
you die. No, but this is gonna hurt. So, you're getting shot at. Let's see the bow. Yeah, though I have not been adding
Why
my
aren't you
weapons,
up
but
front? You're the one with best armor class.
Because you're the scout. It's your job.
okay. So that misses, and the one from behind, which you're aware of. So this will go against full defense. Yay! I got her. I got her. She takes exposed, so her armor goes down to 10 for the first round of battle. Hooray! But that's okay. Well, that's okay. Because this person is pretty good with their arrows. Lady, you get stabbed in the butt for 10 damage
Uh-oh.
with an arrow.
That sucks.
Ow!
So what attacked her?
There are two, what seem to be uh, brigands, one at each end of the hallway, that basically she noticed them right as they hopped down out of the roof, and she got shot, but she pushed you guys to the side so that
Aw,
you didn't get shot either.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So the first round begins. It will begin since Lady got shot. It'll begin with Lady, and so then everyone else do your reflex rolls. See who
Sure.
goes.
Revenge for ladies'
Yay,
ass.
I got a 12.
So I don't go this round?
No,
Yeah,
you
you
go
go
first
first.
Oh, I'll go first.
because you got shot.
Okay.
All
Bow +6.
right.
The one in
So
front of me.
the order is it goes Lady, Goon number one,
Us.
then it.
I
Yep.
just shot 1 arrow though, because
Yep.
I
So
didn't hold. Because
Yep.
it's each
You're good.
round you have to put an arrow in there, right? So I have to
You
hold it
use
for
your
3
movement.
rounds.
You use your movement to put an arrow in there, so you can shoot you can put an arrow in with your movement, shoot one arrow. There's an arrow floating, and on the next turn you fire 3 arrows.
Okay. So that's
Or
3 arrows. And
yep, it'll stay there. So outside of combat, now, you didn't before. You can actually just stick 3 arrows there, and they'll stay there. And then when you start combat, you just go pew 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 pew. So
oh,
you
okay.
fire. So you're gonna leave an arrow sticking there, and fire just
Yeah,
one. Okay,
I'm
so you
leaving
hit
the
him.
arrow. Okay.
So you
So
deal
that's a
1d6
plus
damage.
1d6 +3.
Just 1d6 because you don't have the next rank
Ah.
of archery yet
Oh,
to add the
okay.
+3. You'll be able to get that after this fight.
6.
They 6 damage. You stick. You hear and because somebody apparently spilled the beans, you guys got expensive stuff, and these people they wants it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, of course.
Makes sense.
Must be the shop I was at.
Oh, that's all right. We're just simply sharpening our skills. Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's a goblin town. Everybody knows who has money, and
Sure.
that's the trade-off.
All right.
Amenities at a price. So now
Well,
it goes to goon number one that shot her in the butt, and he's going to try to shoot her in the other cheek. Turn the
aw,
other cheek.
that's not good for a stripper. Or you could just call yourself Dimples.
Woo!
Fuck.
So, thunk,
1. 1 damage.
Kills
6 damage. So now you have 2 sticks out of one out of each cheek.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, I'm assuming that Ethriel is going to go after the one behind him. The one in front that is shooting from the hallway, can I reach him in one round of movement and attack, or no?
You can move directly right up to him in your round. Or you have fling, you can move half the distance, chuck your weapon at him, and then the next turn move up and attack him in melee.
Yeah, so can I move and attack, or do I just have to
You
move to
can.
get to him?
If you move and throw, you can attack him.
Okay,
Otherwise, you just have to
I
move
get
up
it.
to him.
No problem. I take my movement and my normal movement, and I use Spark on him.
Okay, so you're using Spark. That's fantastic. Let me
Okay,
read what
might as well
Spark
see how
does.
this works.
Okay, let me
So
look
I'm going to throw both bolts at him. So I have to hit with them. So how does that work?
So you roll a 1d20 versus his range defense.
Okay, and what do I
1d20
add
plus
my
3.
reflex, I'd assume, or do I add my intelligence? What do I do?
Intelligence.
Okay,
Intelligence for magic.
okay. That's a 20,
Woo! So
and
you
the
hit. Second
second
one.
one. Oh, a
Oh my
natural 20.
gosh, natural 20. Woo!
Oh
So that's
goodness.
max damage on the second one.
All right,
And
so that's
oh,
7, and let me do the first one's damage. That is 7, 8, 9. So 9 points of
9.
damage to the bandit in front from me with my sparks.
All right, so you basically let the sparks fly from your hands, no pun intended, and he looks like he's had better days as you kind of hit him, but he's rather stout for a brigand, but you'd have to be to live in this, hellhole.
Oh, no problem. Go ahead,
So,
Ethriel.
Ethereal, there's a bum behind you that has been shooting a pretty lady in the butt,
Yep.
checking to see if they're real or not.
A good thing I get hunted on him.
You apply hunted to him. Woohoo.
Miss.
Oh, that's a miss.
Ouch.
Unfortunate.
Ugh.
But he does reciprocate because he's going to keep you run up to him and he's like, oh shoot. So he's gonna, kind of lean to the side and he's gonna shoot at Lady again.
Oh,
Ah!
A focus target.
yeah,
They're
why
not
not?
they're not
Miss!
Ah, you
markers.
miss.
Damn it!
No, that's a hit.
Yeah.
That's a very hit.
I
Yeah.
got her.
They want that lady's
For 8
ass.
damage.
Wow, that's like 23 damage. You're in bad shape, lady.
I'm in bad shape, yeah.
So now it goes back to the top. Lady, do you want to duck inside the library so you're not in line of
Yeah,
sight?
I'm ducking inside the library, getting out of a line of fire.
Okay, so you can duck inside the library and then you can set 2 arrows on your bow. So next turn you can fire 3 arrows. All right, so
Okay,
you
said
duck in there. Oh no, you already set one. So you have 3 arrows next time. It's your turn. So you basically you duck for cover. Um
crap, yeah. I'm
so now the
recovering.
first the
Okay.
first guy that was shooting at you that has a valiant um to him you're a loser. Has a loser between him and his prize. He's going to try to kind of, move up and sidestep, see if he can get a bead on Lady to continue the shot. So he's going to move up. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity, Mr. Cavalier?
Me?
Yes, because
Oh,
he's
no.
moving past you to shoot
Oh, yeah.
Lady.
No problem. I will take my my true sword, sorry. Uh,
True sword.
opportunity attack, sure. And I whiff.
Whiff. So in the thematic purpose, you go as he's like, doing the sprint. He dives over the sword, rolls, and shoots at Lady with a shot. But he's gonna take. You have covered, Lady, so your range defense goes up by 2 because he's shooting into the dark. So your range
Okay.
defense should be 17. I have to beat. Is that right?
I was 14, 15, 16.
Okay. Well, it's 17 because I forgot there's also a wall to the side he could miss. He does miss, and the arrow
Oh.
lands next to you. So, Dragon, it's your turn. You have a schmuck in front of you.
Die, Smuck, die.
Do a die schmuck check.
17.
All right, that will hit him. So, what's your damage? It's 1d8 plus 3. Minimum of 7.
Nine. Very
9.
nice.
Oh, that was Puffin rolling.
Yeah, he's rolling.
All right, 9. There
Oh.
we go. So now let's see here. That's yeah, that'll get that. So both, you know what? Both of them are the exact same hit point range. I'm not going to tell you about the special things they have going on, but they're both at the exact same hit points. Both
Nice.
goons.
Well, I will
So,
take my swings.
well, yep. Take your swings at the guy.
Wait, can I bite this guy?
Not now, but you can try to bite him at some
Oh,
point.
that's a very bad miss. I use a luck.
Oh, well, let's see. So you have no, don't use luck. Wait, how much luck do you have left?
1.
1. Now that is for this story portion, but you can if you'd like, or you can use a fate. You haven't used any fate.
Okay, I use a fate.
All right, so you are fated to hit him. So you hit him bypassing any of his defense or special qualities, and you deal direct damage. So roll your max damage.
Oh, my max damage would be 11.
11. So you hit him for 11, and you hear a screech against his vest as you hit him. Like you've never heard something like this before. Um, but you're thinking that somehow you damaged him in a way that is not normal.
I see.
So now the last goon is going
Well,
to
no,
slip past.
I got my shield too.
Oh, you do have your shield.
Now the
My bad. My
shield,
bad.
because things are different now. How do I calculate my to hit with the shield?
The shield. So with the shield, you're going to roll 1d20 plus your might bonus,
Okay, and nothing else.
and nothing else.
Okay, I
Did
do
matter.
have
You hit
shield
the
play
crap
though.
out.
Keep that in mind.
So shield play. Let me look at the shield play skill. What rank is the shield play skill set?
1.
Real shield play rank 1. I know that does something cool because I just did it, but I am big dumb. Oh, you add your might modifier's damage on shield bash, so you
Right.
do 1d6 plus 3.
Okay. So then he
So that's
takes
just
a
23.
no. He takes a
23.
further d6 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the
1d6.
shield
So not
bonuses, the magic of the shield doesn't add anything, right?
the magic of the shield doesn't add anything, but
Okay.
it applies to the durability of the item.
Oh, that's fine. I did a total of 20 damage this round.
20 damage to him this round, which is really good. So he is looking very bloodied, about like the tree right before you felled it.
Nice. So last dude.
So the last dude is going to move past Dragon, not provoking an attack because he was already engaged in melee. So he basically disengages like the rogue that he is, and he's going to shoot at Lady.
They want you. They want you, lady. They don't like the
Damn.
stripalicious.
They do not. He actually hits her for 9 damage.
I think she's dead.
I'm down.
All right, you are down. You're not dead. But you are down. You could use what's your hit points at? Negative what?
I was at 23 out of 28. I had, 6 left? And you did 9, so I'm a -3.
Yep, so you're okay. You're not dead until you hit -5. So you are at their mercy, but you're down. So now they're reassessing. It goes to the top. The goon that's been totally destroyed by Chester is going to turn and
Please.
attack him. So he's
About
going
time.
to.
They must
He's
want
going
this
to.
Sorry, I don't
shield.
have aggro.
It's okay. He's gonna do a slight disengage so he actually fire a arrow and not get clobbered. So he's gonna use his movement.
Wrong.
That makes sense.
There you go. 14
Miss.
miss, and so now it's your turn.
All
Finish
right.
him off.
Well, we'll try. So let me see here. So I'm gonna whack him with my sword coming down, and that's a miss. And I'm going to try to come across with my shield and miss. So I have a whiff round. I whiff.
Well, you did really good against the tree.
I did.
So now it goes to you, Dragon. You have the dude that's now, kind of to your side. He slid past you like one of those sneaky people back in your village. Those, jaguar people or a lizard.
That should make you angry. You should
Does-
roar at him to intimidate him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fine. I'll do that. I'll
All
roar
right,
at
roar at it.
him.
Make a charisma roll.
You know, not that charismatic. 8.
Whoops.
Nope.
Okay, well, you roar at him, and he just kind of looks at you. You know,
What?
it's like, huh?
Did you say something?
Yeah, you
Well, it's
say
his
something.
attack. So
And then I'll ask them a question.
Well, your attack was your
Yeah.
was your intimidate roll.
yeah.
Ah,
No.
sorry.
Get him, Puffin.
Sorry there.
But
I'm the
you
one dying,
can,
so don't worry about it.
as your movement, you can move up to him in range, so you can give him a good bonk next time. You can prevent him
At
from
least tackle him as the as the movement action.
No, you cannot tackle him as a movement action. You don't have knowledge of tackling. You can fall on him, and both of you take damage, maybe. But
Ooh.
he'll get an attack of opportunity if you try to fall on him. So let's see here. So the last goon sees that she's down. He notices that his friend is bloodied and beaten, is going to shoot at Chester
Sweet.
and misses horribly. So it goes back to the top.
Back to the top.
Chester.
Yes,
Well,
have
no,
at it.
because the
No, he's
first,
got to hit me. He's got to hit me. Yeah.
first goon is going to try and misses.
Miss.
Your turn.
Sweet. All right. So I'm gonna
He's just so afraid that he's gonna die. He just whiffs and he's like, F.
a nice 17.
Got
Very
him.
nice.
Got
And the
him.
shield coming down on top of his head. On top of that, misses though. But that's all right. I got him with the first hit, and that's a +3 for damage from my might. So 5 points of damage.
He is at 1 HP. He is at 1.
All right.
He is like on the ground, like, you think that he might parlay. Dragon. You see one guy, you smell the blood in the air. He's very weak.
But
You
there's
wanna-
another guy right there with you.
Yeah, there's a guy in
Yeah,
front
but-
of him. Yeah.
There's a guy in front
Yeah,
of you, but do
well,
you want to? You
Oh,
gotta.
try. I will attack the guy in front of me.
Okay, attack the guy in front of you. All right.
19.
That hits him.
Nice.
Go for it.
Well, I got a minimum of 7 damage. Why you bother rolling?
Yeah, because you could get 11. See? You hear a loud pinching squeal as you hit his, like you just cut into a thing of metal. It's real weird. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's like there's something supernatural about his armor.
Oh, yeah, they both
We
got
have to
that.
investigate
Yeah.
this armor.
Yeah, we do. Very good. Well, back to the dude that just got hit. It's his turn.
Yep, the guy who just got hit is going to shoot at you, Chester.
The
Oh,
one
yeah,
hit
that's right.
point person. Okay.
No,
No,
not the one
not
hit
the one
point.
hit
This is
point.
the other guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 2 goons. 19.
Hit.
All right. 9 damage.
Ooh, you bastard. All right, back to the top. The guy in front of me.
And he gives you the little, finger on the nose and, points at you after he shoots you.
Oh yeah, that guy.
It's
Yeah. Well, how about the
calling
guy
you
in front of me
out.
though?
The guy in front of you is
It's his
like
turn.
pooping his pants. He's gonna try to shoot slash stab you with an
Crawl
arrow.
away.
Hit.
No,
20.
they fight to the bitter end. That's what they're paid for. 6 damage.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yep,
Hopefully I can drop this guy. So
yep,
I would be at that puts me at 17. That was a total of 15, right?
yep.
Alrighty. And yeah, I'm gonna try to dispatch him.
All right, dispatch him in the most brutal fashion. Hit him with those yo mama jokes as you kill him. That's a
Nope.
miss.
And let me try to backhand him with this shield.
You're supposed to
Yep.
you bring the shield right down on the neck and
No, I
separate his
I whiffed
head from his body.
2 rounds in a row. I whiff.
Oh
Damn.
Lord! And so now it goes to you, Dragon. There's this guy in front of you that's kind of like standing half towards you and half away from you, so he's not turning his back to you. Swing at him, beat him up, punish him for his hubris. He has
I
denied the
want
lion its kill.
I want to bite him in the neck.
You're gonna try to bite him in the neck. Well, you can try to bite him. So make your attack. It's just 1d20 plus. Oh.
Oh,
So you go to bite him in the neck and face plant on the ground.
Uh-oh.
So you are
Trouble.
kind of prone.
Well, you're prone right in front of him. What does he do?
Right. So he sees that he's prone right in front, and you see the guy take something out of his vest, and he's prone right in front of him. He could just drop it on him. He doesn't really have to hit. He snaps his fingers, and he has like a piece of flint and metal on his gauntlet. Lights the bomb, sticks it inside of Dragon's armor, pats him on the back, and moves away from him.
Sweet
No.
bomb.
Boom. So
You got bombed.
Yeah,
let's see.
but he
Would you?
may roll a fumble on the bomb
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
no. He doesn't have to roll to hit when he's
or
prone.
damage on the bomb.
'D6
12d6
one.
damage.
12. That sounds good. No, I'm just kidding.
Chester.
So here's the damage.
14. Ooh, that's a big hit though.
14 points of damage. Now you are resistant to fire damage, so you don't. You'll only be scalded for 1 round instead of the whole day. So, wait a minute. Do you have resistance to fire?
yes, dog
Okay,
slashing
you have
fire.
resistance to fire. That's right. So, you just take the 14 damage. So you can't heal this round, but you will the next one. It hurt pretty bad. So now it goes to the top, which is the guy in front of Chester,
Yeah.
which is, you know.
Oh, I keep forgetting to apply my magical aspects to my sword. Damn it. You
It's
miss.
all good. He misses. So now it's your turn.
I am
Kill him.
applying frost to the attack.
Oh,
Uh,
boy.
and I don't know why I keep forgetting that. That is a hit.
You got him.
17.
And I'm
He's
going.
dead.
Now, here's the thing. With
Yes.
my offhand attack, can I fling
Uh-huh.
the shield?
You can.
Captain America throws his mighty shield. I do so.
Yep. You can.
And
All
all
right.
Trying to
those
kill
Roll
you.
a fling at the other guy.
Yeah, I fling
So
it
are you going
across.
to
I miss though.
It's a 20.
All right.
Did you
That's all
see
right.
And,
that?
Ding, ding, ding,
luckily,
ding. It comes around and back in my hand. So.
Dragon's on the ground, so you didn't hit him with it.
Oh, not well. I didn't fail. But
Yeah, didn't fail.
but yeah, it comes back in my hand. That was cool to try though. I enjoy trying that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And it actually leaves frost on the walls where it hits
Nice.
because you enchanted it. So it comes back to you. The guy in front of you is dead. You just kind of cleave into him like Rob Roy, and he falls over dead. And so then there's Dragon. You get to swing at this guy, and then he gets to go, and hopefully you're able to kill him, and he doesn't kill both of you.
Yeah.
But you're that hurt a lot, and you got him.
Ethereal.
Ethereal.
Yes, I own him.
Your damage, sir. Ooh, baby. Yeah, baby, good job. You hear that screech once again, but you hear a breaking, like a shattering noise as you hit him this time. And you kind of see like this, like almost like everything gets lighter, like there was this shadowy veil around and now it's gone. But he doesn't like the fact that you just did that. And seeing that his friend's dead, he aims at his friend. And he hits him because he's dead. The reaction of him shooting his friend with this burning arrow is the bombs on his friend explode. So I need a reflex roll from him
Chester.
and from Chester.
Okay.
And Dragon, I need one from you because you're in the radius of these explosions. As the two bombs on him explode.
I got an 8. I doubt it.
8. No, that is not high enough. Let's see if he gets anything. No, he got a natural 1. He's screwed. Everybody's screwed. Okay. So, since 2 bombs blow up,
I got
I
a
got it.
9.
Yep. So you get hit too. So all this is going to do is it just going to do a big shockwave. So I'm just going to say that this is what's going to happen. What's your health at,
We all
Chester?
die.
17.
17. Okay, you should be fine. Dragon, what's your health at?
Was that creature considered magical?
No, this is just a bomb.
No, the last creature was they supernatural?
No, these are just normal people with magic
That
armor.
was at
Yeah,
15.
okay, so let me roll here.
Don't roll max.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
So it's 9, and so then that's yes, you're fine. That was the first bomb, and then the second one explodes, and it kind of goes out, and it does only 1d8 because I'm not stacking 68 damage. That's ridiculous. So let's see here. This is for all the money. 16 total points of damage.
Okay.
No, 15.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm
15.
on the ground.
15.
Oh.
Sorry, 15. And the guy who failed, he only had 9 hit points, so he's red paste. The guy's body on the ground is red mist. All like their armor, their gear, everything's destroyed. Lady, it has been 3 rounds. I need you to make a might roll for me. 3 might rolls, please.
I'm getting there. Give me a second.
It's all good. all good.
My might is 13. That's not a +1, is it?
13 is +2.
13's a +2. I didn't know
Yep.
that.
Yep.
14 is
11 to
also
4
+2, right?
Yep. 11 to 14 is +2. 16 is +3. 18 is +4, etc.
Okay, it's +2.
Mhm.
Come on. It won't let me bring up the. Damn. There you go. Okay. So that's +2. 1, 2, roll.
Natural 20. You stabilize. You stop bleeding.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
So
nice.
you don't have to make any other rolls. You're alive.
I have nanites in my body that stop the bleeding.
That's right.
Yeah, magical nano fairies. You're at
Yeah,
0
there you
health.
go. But I'm still
So-
unconscious. Okay.
You're still unconscious. Dragon, make me a might roll, please.
I'm also at 0. Yeah, I'm exactly at 0.
You're exactly at 0. This is to see if you wake up or not, or you stay unconscious. You are still unconscious.
And you said 12 is +1, right?
Yes, 12 is +1.
Cool. Alrighty. So I'm standing in this place with 2
Mhm.
health points, and everybody's down.
Everybody else is down. These guys were blown to smithereens, but you notice something shiny on the ground. Can you roll for me a d12, please?
I can. I am capable.
Thank you.
4.
4.
And then we all died.
No, you get 4 rubies.
Nice.
Ooh.
These guys, The one of the things about these bombs is they are called ruby bombs because a ruby drops in to cause the explosion, but they're unharmed. So if you live, you get to keep the ruby.
Oh,
Very
nice.
nice. Very nice. All right.
And
Well,
everybody's going to get another 30 XP.
oh, nice. 30 XP. And that's for the total adventure and everything, right?
Yep, so
Okay.
you got 30 for the tree and 30 for this fight, so it would be a total of 60. You guys have already spent the first 30, so you get an additional 30.
Right.
Yes,
Oh, we're
Well,
all getting it, even though we died?
you're
You
not
didn't
dead,
die.
dead.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
dead.
Yeah, I have to spend time dragging your asses out of here.
And well, you can grab her by the arrow sticks and drag.
I could do that.
Oh, you can just pile my body on top of his and pull him by the legs.
Well, I do have a 16 might. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, he can carry both of you over his shoulders.
Yeah. So I go back into Gobopolis. I put them back in their hotel rooms.
As you're going by, the goblins put little stickers on them, get well soon.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice of them. So yeah, yeah. So I do. I put them in, and then I go and I talk to Vienna, and boy,
Uh-huh.
it's been a hard day.
I don't think she's going to be dancing tonight.
Vienna says, well, I do have something that could help heal you up if you'd like.
I'm unconscious, so I'm not talking.
Sure.
So
How much?
she says, what am I worth?
Ooh.
I said, darling, you're worth everything I got.
All right, well, you'll be at full health next round. Well,
Sweet.
as much as you can be. And that's where we'll leave it for today.
Very nice. All right, sweet. Yeah, it's actually we're just kind of play testing here, but it's fun. We're having a good old time in Gobopolis, so that's
Mhm.
great. Oh, we got a bunch of people over here talking in the chat. I wasn't even paying attention. I was busy. Yeah,
And so you were
Last
busy
time I
getting
looked,
busy.
there was no one else here.
and not dying. Yeah,
It's
but
not right.
nevertheless, thank you guys all for coming in. I do appreciate it, and of course we'll continue with this next week. Hopefully GOP will be back, but he'll be upset because he'll be like
He
2
missed out
levels
on
below
60
us.
XP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll
Aww.
be
Aw,
right.
poor little guy. But nevertheless, we'll check you out then. Come on back for Drone Recorder Ultimate Edition this week. Do believe it's Cheech and Chong, which should be fun. Anyway, later.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.